part of the islands where the sun meets the sea. There's a day that we love, it's our time to be free. From the hustle and bustle, we take a step back. It's Aloha Friday, it's time to chill and relax. Aloha Friday, the day we all love. With Dean and Nano, we rise above. From the Real Uncommon podcast, we bring you the vibe. It's time to celebrate, let's take this ride. Nano's laughter, Dee's witty charm. Together they're a team, they'll ease you with calm. Talks of life and passion in this digital land. Aloha Friday, come join our fam. Aloha Friday, the day we all love. With Dean and Nano, we rise above. From the Real Uncommon podcast, we bring you the vibe. It's time to celebrate, let's take this ride. We all love. Hinano's laughter, Dee's witty charm. Together they're a team, they'll ease you with calm. Talks of life and passion in this digital land. Aloha Friday, come join our fam. Hinano's laughter, Dee's witty charm. Together they're a team, they'll ease you with calm. Talks of life and passion in this digital land. Aloha Friday. From the mountains to the beaches, from the dawn to the night. Aloha Friday spirit shines oh so bright. So gather your friends, let your worries go. It's time to talk stories on this YouTube show. With the positive vibes and the ocean's breeze. Aloha Friday is moments like these. Aloha Friday, the day we all love. Dean and Nano, we rise above. From the Real Uncommon podcast, we bring you the vibe. It's time to celebrate. Let's take this ride. Let's take this ride. Let's take this ride. From the mountains to the beaches, from the dawn to the night. Aloha, aloha, Friday spirit shines oh so bright.
We're back, baby. Happy Aloha Friday, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Real Uncommon podcast. This is our 135th live stream. Let's go, guys. It is the weekend. It's time to relax and chill. But you guys, I didn't come alone. How are you, Dee?
What's up? It's Friday. It's Aloha Friday. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. What's up, everybody?
What is up, everybody?
Still corny as ever. It's good to be back and see everybody in the chats. Thank you all for being here. And we also got some other people joining us today.
Actually, we have one person in the studio right now. Should we bring him in? And who is it? Who do we have today, Dee?
We have the one and only Mr. OzmanKollects63.
Oh, let's go. Let's get to the comics. So bad. Let's go. Let's get him in.
Do it.
In the shadows of the night, where the rare things hide in sight, Ozman ventures not alone. With movie love he's known. Ozman, legend of the horde. Through spaces and comics, his tales of...
The president of the Webby Collective is here.
G'day everybody, OzmanKollects63 here, and we're here on Aloha Friday. Let's get to Aloha Friday! Ah! Come on, do it!
When we go to Vegas, you have to give me some linguistal lessons here because I suck at doing an Arnold impression. I'm terrible.
So you girly man.
Girly man.
Girly man.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
That's it. Come on. How are we, guys? Say hello, happy Hello Friday, Aloha Friday, everybody. It is ridiculously early in the morning here in the UK. I am chilling. and just heavily caffeinated with my coffee and having a great time so far. I've only been here, what, like 20 seconds?
Hopefully don't pass out. But guys, someone else just popped in right now. I don't have an intro for them, but let's go. My goodness, what is up, Chris? Chris is here.
It's Chris Evans. Look at that.
Aloha.
We couldn't get Chris Evans, but we got Chris Evans instead.
Oh,
Even better.
This is for you. Right here. That's your intro.
That's just weird with a bunch of hands.
So, bow, 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 bow.
Whoa, what is up, Chris? How are you?
You guys look great. You look great. D.
Hey,
Oh my gosh. Come on. You're back in action this fast. This is
I know. Wonder Woman. Like I said before, Wonder Woman.
incredible.
I'm
Thanks,
telling you,
guys.
she popped out the
Appreciate it.
baby and she was like, okay, I want to go back to work. I said, you gotta like take a few weeks off at least,
Yeah.
right?
Was your little one born with a 6-pack? It's like, ugh.
I was thinking like, what, a 6-pack of beer?
I was like trying to think that a 6-pack. He has a 1-pack, one big ab right here.
Yeah.
One big app. That sounds like me. Behind the beard.
Hey, we're like brothers. So. No, he definitely
We saw
packs
each
a
other's
lot
beard
of.
not that long ago. There we go.
That's very true. But we did have like some soju, right? Soju, I think we had.
Soju. Yeah, soju. is good.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's do some pleasantries though. We'll start with you, Chris. How you been, and what's new with you?
Oh man, where to start? Everything busy. Work is it's been a little nuts, so I've been a little quieter than normal, pumping out a few blogs when I have some time, and the kids are great. Everyone's healthy. I can't ask for more. Right? It's family. So yeah, lots going on, and I'm sure we're gonna have some chats, but it's just that old that feeling of bullishness seems to be back. So it's very exciting. It's lots of great things happening.
There's definitely some wind in our sails in this community, and also I guess in Twitter, if it seems like it, right? Even with all the calamity going around, there is still some wind in our sails. What do you think about that, Oz? And how have you been?
How have I been? Tired. I have been busy. I have been all over the place, man. I mean, like I said, I've just recently come back from Australia, visiting family out there. Work has gone absolutely to pot since I've been gone, so I've been cleaning up all that mess since I've been gone. Kids getting bigger. So like I said, my son's 5.5 and my daughter's now 3.5, but they all think they're teenagers, so they're being a lot of fun. And yeah, just life and just trying to keep up with all the spaces, trying to keep up with my own YouTube channel, get to the comics, which we had a fantastic episode last night or this morning, this evening, wherever you might be in the world. I had Rising Star Larry on, and we did a Hitmonkey #1, so that was a lot of fun. So please check that out if you're inclined to do so. But other than that, yeah, just chilling and vibing, as Larry would say. I was also just thinking as well, when was the last time all of us were actually on camera? Actually, come and think of it, when was the last time I was on camera? That's a good question.
You've been out
For a while on the podcast.
No, it's been a while because normally everyone hears me as like this sweet, soothing voice, but very rarely very rarely do I put my face on camera, and this is probably why. Look at me, I look bloody horrible. I really need to clean myself
Shall I call
up.
you fat voiced instead of
Fat voiced.
Oh,
But other than that, been doing all right. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I got to clean myself up as well, but getting back into it.
Yeah.
Hey, you look great.
No, thank you, and also as well before I forget about it.
3 or 4 in the morning. This is pretty good. So
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Also as well before I forget, thank you so much for the community shout out. I don't look as nowhere near as good as the digital version of me, but I do try. But no, I mean, thank you so much. And that the track was fantastic, the vibe was awesome, and just looking at some of those old clips from going back in the day, just sparked a little bit of nostalgia respark. Loved it. So again,
I want to talk about that.
Thank you.
that was fun. Yeah.
That was cool.
You know, like first off, yes, you know, it's definitely deserved, man. You do so much in this space. I mean, with the dedication you have, getting up in the morning, risking the biscuit every day for the pitter patter of little feet, and hopefully you don't get yelled at. And then also like doing it from Australia. I mean, dude, you are literally an inspiration here. So
man.
yeah, you know, I gotta tell you, man, awesome. And if you want the track, it's yours. You can have commercial rights to it. I gave Video Shane his track, and then I want to talk about those clips. So I actually got a lot of nostalgia respark last night, Chris. So I was watching our original interview with Denis, and first off, it was really great. By the way, I was telling Dee, like, look how nervous we probably were versus now, but like it was such a great conversation. And I want to say it was like almost a year ago we did that, and so it's just come full circle now. But and by the way, we're just gonna riff today. I have like no talking points, no nothing. Later on, for the people that are watching, we'll do the UCBC giveaways. But since we have guests here, we want to talk story with them. You don't have to be here to win. If you fall asleep, understandable. I'm talking to you, Raven. Love you though, Raven. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to take a trip down memory lane. That was such a good time. We talked for 6 hours that night.
6 hours. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I really feel like we we really got to know each other a lot more. So my question to you both, the progression from then until now, Chris, you're a blog writer now. Oz, you're running like 3 or 4 shows. I'm waiting for you to tell us that you have a 5th coming. How do you guys view yourselves now being in this community and the journey you guys took to get here? We'll go with you, Chris, Mr. GoCollect blog writer over there.
Oh man, I was gonna say go with Alex first.
I was gonna say go with Chris.
No, you go first.
Oh boy, I don't know. It's funny. Like, what was that? How long ago was that now? I mean, at least a year and a half ago.
I think about a year ago, right?
It was a year.
Maybe
I don't think anything really changed for me. Like the fun I'm having, the passion, just the amazement and awe of the IP and the brands that keep coming out from this company. I just don't know how they keep doing it. It's insane. And it gives me a lot to write about. The one thing that I do find with the blogs now that are different, I mean, like I was saying, like there's been some stress at work and all kinds of stuff. And I just find these are such a great outlet for me to just share the passion and, kind of take your mind off all the, like the real world stress that you go through in careers and stuff like that. But this has just been great. And, I get tremendous support from the team at GoCollect. They're very willing to, entertain this. It's a challenge, I got to think, for them too. Like I haven't really had this deep discussion, but this is very new in terms of that space. There's no one ever really written anything about, what this digital economy means and, digital collecting and all that. So it's been really nice of them to, I think, help us, let's just say bridge some gaps, right? We're all in on this digital stuff. There's no question. Like we love it. We see it for what it is. This is where it's all going. The future of how everybody's going to collect, and paired with this kind of backdrop of, you're changing something that's been standard for a lot of years, right? And so how do we make that comfortable? That's kind of what I try to do when I write these things. And so the last one that we just did, the Marvel Comics one, boy, that one, I was a little trepidatious, I have to say, because it was sort of like, you get a chance to interview the president or something like that, right? Like you really don't want to screw up something, something that big, that iconic. And I thought, oh, what the hell, let's do it. Out we went. And so, but the feedback from the community, of course, has been amazing, just amazing. Lots of comments on the GoCollect site as well, which of course they really like because they're seeing a lot of interaction. And so, I think as I just keep doing that, these examples just, they keep coming, the ideas that keep happening, like these shows, the collabs I do on some of those blogs with Richard, boy, those are fun. That guy, there's an X-Men like expert level 1,000. Boy,
knowledge. He's a knowledge base.
He could write a book. We get together. I'm not worthy.
We're not worthy.
Ideas going, and so then we go back and forth, and I curate it into something that we can get into the GoCollect site, and off we go. But I mean, that came out of this, right? These friendships came out of this. I can't, and I'll never stop going back to that. All this community stuff has just been magical. It just keeps getting better and stronger. Yeah, it's great. So that's where I've been.
So April 2023 was episode 8 when we first got on camera together. And when I watched that
Wow.
episode last night when I was making Oz's community center stage, and I remember you saying, Chris, that you watch us more than we see you on the timeline. And now you're literally writing for GoCollect. You said before in the past that you've never written before until now. So the journey and the progression of you giving to this space, and then also just kind of like enjoying your passion, the nostalgia respark we talk about, has really flourished. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, I got very nostalgic last night. I said, D, oh my gosh, this is like memory gold that I'm getting to rewatch. And it's just so fitting that you're here. So I'm so stoked that you showed up. What about you, Oz? Same thing, man. We talked about this before. It's like pulls on the heartstring. Now, I remember when you first DM'd me about, selling a piece, and then we got together, and then we were doing silly things like sending like videos to each other, right? They were like 40 seconds long.
I know.
Elon
not
didn't
in
own Twitter
order.
yet. No.
That's right. Yeah, they weren't in order, so we had like pieces like this, make like this little story of all these snippets. It's like I think he means this, but I think I know. But yeah, no, that was a fun time. But yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree with basically what Chris said. Like, just the amount of friendships and connections I've made just in this space alone has just been incredible. I mean, like, never in a million years did I think I was be sitting here in front of a camera with a microphone, reaching out to all these different people from all over the world. And yeah, I mean, it's just been a really humbling experience. It's been fantastic, and just looking forward to seeing where the future goes.
Yeah, I gotta say too, you're crushing it, Alex. I mean, like get to the comics.
Get
like
to the comics.
Doing,
Get
man.
to it.
That's it.
I just appreciate. I think Sanjay said something once too along these lines, right? Like you see the work that people are putting in because of the passion, and really. Any side hustle, anything that you're doing on the side, if you're not enjoying it, what are you doing? And
Exactly.
boy, it comes out, right? You see it, you feel it. That comic reading we did,
yeah,
it's such a blast. I mean, it was only a couple hours, but what a day, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And shout out to anybody that wants to read a comic on your show, just try it.
Yeah.
I was nervous.
He's the only show like that I've seen. It's like unique in itself, and it's special. What you have is special, man.
No, thank you.
Yes.
YouTubers that will put a comic and they'll create it like an animated. There's background music and someone's narrating it. It's almost like it's a show, but this is real. I mean, it's real. It's live. It's real time. There's errors, there's mistakes. We read the wrong panels. Like
that's
that.
it.
So
The reader screws up.
Yeah, the reader screws up. Oh yeah, that candy reader was brutal.
Yeah, and then sprinkle a little bit of history and what those books mean to people.
Yeah, well, I mean, where am I up to now? We just done Hit Monkey #1 with Rising Star Larry last night, and that's number 22 now. But so far, I mean, like just watching it from #1 all the way to where we are now, it's just like gradually just getting better and better with every read, and everyone seems to be enjoying it, and everyone keeps coming back, so that's always a plus. But yeah, it's just always just fun to see like how people interpret the characters in their own minds. Like some people like envision like someone sounding like this, or they just do this, and yeah, it's just I find I want to try and make it a very like unique experience for everybody. So again, like I said, or if you are interested and want to come on the channel, by all means, please reach out on X. Get to the Comics has got an email address as well, so if you're more comfortable using that, ping us an email and let your interest be known, and I'll try and schedule in when and where I can.
You know who I want to scout for you right now is this guy right here. Omi-Wan, I would love to see you on Get to the Comics. He is the head writer for Thawne. This guy's got a big imagination, and I can just imagine him playing one of the characters in a comic book. Don't be like me, though, Omi-Wan. I gave the Temu version of Bruce Wayne. So
that's it. But I would love to get I would love to get both you and Dee back on at some point to do a group reading. I'm trying to do more group readings now, just because I don't want people waiting like months on end to do individual ones. And also as well, I find it like having groups like different mishmashes of different members of the community also creates like a unique flavor as well.
Us four should do one together.
Yes, let's do it.
Like an X-Men or something.
Exactly. Like because like I've had like the likes of I've had the likes of Doctor Strange and Mr. Falcon together. I've had Chris and Richard together as well. That was a great read.
was fun.
Chris, you actually killed it as was it the world computer as well. That was so cool.
My geekism came out.
Yeah, that was good fun.
But that's what's so good about your show, though, is like you can let your imagination rip and just go off. And the best part is you don't have to show your face. For a lot of people that don't want to like be on camera, that is like a really good outlet for them to actually come out and express themselves. And also, you, Chris, you were saying like, you know, work kind of gets in the way sometimes and you stress out. Your show is a really good way to just let that all loose on the pages of a comic.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so perfect. Comics are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to take you away from reality and get your imagination going. Right?
Exactly, and that's the whole reason why I'm trying to do this, like, you know, because like I say on my channel, like a lot of people, we collect all these awesome comic books, like, you know, for the cover art, and so it looks cool. But a lot of people actually don't actually. I mean, let's ask the audience out there, how many of you actually open your comic books and actually read your comic books, or we just buy them for the cover art?
Don't lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have a think.
Half.
That's it. Have a think. Contemplate. Go to that place in the back of your mind and think, when was the last time I actually opened my comic book? But that's what it's all about. Just opening like getting into the story, getting into the characters, appreciating some of the cover art on the inside, because some of the cover art is really nice, and just having a good time. And just getting back to the joys of actually reading your comic book, and just getting to interact your favorite character you might have grown up with as a child, or just as someone you may have found for the first time you want to explore. And hopefully it's a nice jumping off point. Like, say, if you do find something that connects with you and you want to know more, maybe you'll start with issue 1, and then that goes to issue 2, issue 3, 10, 20, and then next thing you know, you've got 20 long boxes full of comics.
I do have another box that's staring right down.
Yeah.
All the ones I picked up, gifts I've been given, and like I'm thinking I'm gonna write maybe a piece about that. But you know, just the sharing that goes on in this. And sometimes, I mean, you know, I'm sure you guys all know, right? The more traffic, the more exposure you get, the more, you know, and every once in a while there's a fudder or two out there that just want to come at you for, you know, they're unhappy. But I find that when I was in, you know, just comics, I loved comics, right? You go hang out at your comic book store. You had, you know, the odd friend or two that you would share it with, and maybe someone would come over and you'd be like, hey, check this out. Now it just seems like that's like tenfold amplified. You know, we share an experience because, you know, like on our show, right? Remember there was that one part where we're like, hey, go back a panel. Look at how they did the artwork.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you could just tell how bright the room was because of how they shaded colors. And I just, this is amazing. And so now I pick up on way more details than I ever used to. Right, I can expand. I can check these things out, share it with so many other people, talk about it. The community is so big, right? There's another great show, right? Listen to that one all the time. Like, it's just everything. It's the challenge almost. It's like there's so much great content.
Keep up with all
so
of
much
it.
great content.
I know.
How do I consume it all? Because I do at the end of the night. I'll usually do this, right? Kids, wife, everybody in bed. I'll lay down and I'll, you know, put the greeters on because Jesus, my eyes are getting bad, right? All this blue screen, but that's where I read my comics now, right? And it's just such an enjoyable way to kind of fade off. And it's hard because there's so many. How am I going to get through all these, right? And then, you know, on the weekends I'll sit with a coffee and I'll, you know, carve out an hour for myself and I'll just pick up a book.
Nice.
So I'm still reading the physical ones too, probably more than I have in 20 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that's the part that I think more people need to hear stuff like that.
Doctor.
Like, hey, doc, I'm not trying to replace anything. I'm not trying to tell anybody you shouldn't buy physical comics. You should worry that your physical collections and your asset prices are at risk. Hell no. This is. I got to think how many more people are now involved in comics and understand all this because Vivi brought more people to the space. Like, you know, put this in the MC1 blog. It was very interesting to me because I talked to a bunch of people to get ideas, right, to write these things. You know what I mean? So many people had no idea Marvel Comics #1 even existed. No clue. They're like, what? Right? Denis and I had this chat too. And he's like, you know, I got to tell you, man, like, I heard of it. But, you know, I didn't know the dates and what the story. I didn't really go back in time because it was never something that I was going to own or be in my possession. So it didn't have that level of meaning to me. But now I own some. I want to know more about it. I'm going to read about it. They do the homework, and this was not rare. This was very common, right? And so that's why I made those statements in the blog. It's like, look, people know about books now that they didn't before. There's a reason why Endgame was so successful, right? Comics brought that to us, and you learn about Logan, but now you can read more about him, and the history gets expanded, and the depth, and it's just, man, I just like, here I go again, right? I get all excited about this stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like last night I was watching the first interview we did, and you touched on Logan. You basically, Alex asked the question, what is one collectible you're waiting for? You pointed at Wolvie behind your back, and you literally went on a description on why you like Wolverine. And so now full circle, we have him in the app, and you're literally giving us a description about Wolverine, and you're be able to find out Wolverine more. Hugh Jackman is back. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I almost bawled my eyes out watching Deadpool 3. I was just being in that experience, right? Like, they did this well. Oh my God, thank God, right? And they nailed it. But yeah, I mean, you pick your favorites, right? I mean, I've got I'm gonna announce this, but right here's a little gift I got from someone.
Oh, cool.
Go backwards or forwards here? I never get that.
So solo you right there.
I think if sort of come. Yeah, it's a bit. Oh, other way. There. Stop.
Look at that.
Oh, look.
Oh my God, it's like trying to read something in my rearview mirror.
I know, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. But I've got like my favorites, and then all of a sudden, all the stuff starts showing up on DVD. When Hulk 181 and 180 landed, those were big moments for me, because that's been my favorite comic. And Giant Size X-Men 1. I mean, but again, right? People don't understand the meaning behind these titles and how great it is we can actually own them. Right? You still get I can go down to the comic book shop and buy a facsimile version. Like, why wouldn't I just do that? I own that too, right? It's like, but
I'm both.
Both. That's the first thing I say, right? Well, why would you have that, right? Match them up, boy. And if you can get an actual graded one, well, that's something different than a facsimile version. It's an original print. Right, yeah. These are original prints. They just happen to be on the blockchain, which right now most people probably have really still no clue what this all means, right? And so, but down the road, I don't know. I mean, they're digital firsts, right? All of this stuff, right? Spider-Man, we talk about all the time, right? Yeah. This stuff is new to a new asset class, a new internet pipe, anything you want to call it.
And it makes sense. This new asset class makes sense because it's for the generation that will adopt it and already know the product. Our kids know the product already. You don't have to convince them. You don't have to when they open up their digital LCS one day. Yeah, I said it. There's going to be a digital LCS one day on a website. And, these kids get it. Roblox, Minecraft, all that stuff. They're already plugged in. My daughter wants to be a YouTuber. She's a gamer and stuff like that. So, everyone's like, oh, this will never get adopted. I'm like, no, it's adopted now. It's just that for us old fogies, we're the ones that got to get convinced, right? And us four on the panel, we're convinced already. But our kids, they're plugged in. They already know the product. Yeah. You don't have to convince them,
No, they're pure, I would say we're sort of on that bumper ride, whatever you want to call it, right? We've seen both. We grew up without internet. We grew up without mobile phones, right? We were pure play imagination, right? I used to ride my BMX bike around and head down trying to avoid oil spots on the road, right? And as a kid, those were asteroids, right?
I still use a phone.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. What is that? What is this relic?
It's even got a cord.
Yeah, it's got a cord.
Hey, look how far we've come, right? And so now I watch my kids. I mean, you might as well replace one of their hands with the phone, right? They're not going away without it. And you're just, I think it's hard sometimes maybe for an older collector that's done one thing one way the whole way through, right? Comic collecting or physical books. That's it. I'm not going to change my mind. I don't care. And that's fine. I don't argue. You don't have to. But think about, I bought my first comic book. I think I was 12 years old. right? So it was about 10 years ago or something.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
somehow I managed to keep it. I still have it. Now, today, when I go to GoCollect and it's in pristine shape, it's wrapped, it's, it's very well protected, it's worth about $1,800, right? It's an original. I think it's Daredevil 50, 54, 51, one of those two. But, not enormous in the terms of, some of the books and their valuations out there, but I only bought it for 60 cents,
So
right?
it's
So
a
do
nice
the
return.
math. That's like an 18,000% gain or whatever. But look, it took 35 something years, right? And so I see what you're saying about, digital LCS and all that kind of stuff. The kids today, this is just second nature to them. They don't even care about my physical books in the basement. There's no interest in that at all. However, my son's bought digital comics. He thinks they're pretty cool. He sees right away, hey, I could play with this DeLorean. It's like back when my dad bought me my first remote control car. Honestly, it was a couple $100 back then. This was early 80s, right? Damn near, I drove it into a curb after about 30 minutes. Smashed the whole front, wheels bubble, go off everywhere.
Yeah.
Dad, he's like, well, that's the end of that.
So
Well, you can't really break the flying DeLorean in your phone, right? You just
no.
reset it somewhere else, and you're actually using a remote control vehicle, which at some point is going to be vastly different than the experience we have today. But it's still a toy. That's utility, right? Everyone always wants to know, what's the utility in these things? What are you doing this for? So what if that utility becomes something that you might have to register out, license? We talk about rentals all the time, right? And this is highly speculative. I don't know. I'm not an artist. I asked Josh this and on Collectors Gone Digital, and he kind of thought, yeah, like they're putting out all the pieces that creators need to build from, right? And so that's where I think, well, what if you go, the next movie production, the first movie production that's done on Web3, or film assets that are created on the blockchain, because you would buy your ticket as an NFT and everything connects through and revenues are tracked and the artists are paid from all of that. And they have to rent a animated Spider-Man for the show, right? Who knows where this stuff could all go? But when you start thinking, it's like, well, why are they doing all
Hey, Marlo.
right? Yeah, you guys. So that's where I kind of think, years from now, again, like I'm in no rush. I just love watching this all play out, and in the meantime, yeah, I read my comic books at night.
Well, it's digital, right? So it's not like it's something physical that just sits there. You can always do more with it. And specifically with digital, it can also, I don't want to say token gated, but it can be used in that sense for something else, right? And
Yeah.
so you go back to the whole thing about it won't break, but it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be stagnant.
Right.
Take the DeLorean, right? You have a DeLorean, you can play with AR with it, you can do all these things right now. Like right now, we're just playing with it in an app. And that goes for a lot of these projects too, right? McFarlane, Cryptoys, a lot of it we're playing in an app. But who says that we can't use that to immerse ourselves in an experience later? Who says you can't pair that with an experience? There's going to be like services out there. I've been educated. There's only one metaverse. So, and then there's experiences linked to the one metaverse.
Yeah.
Like all of these, I look at it, and I don't want to say token gated, but let's just say these can be used as a pass or a key gets you into these experiences. No one says that cannot be done. And if by some chance if it's not happening right now, someone's going to do it sooner or later. It only makes sense.
Yeah. I think one of my neighbors was Rob Thomas, went to their concert, and this was last summer, I think, and he gave out the tickets as NFTs. So you bought your regular ticket, you went to the show, then you had to go back to his website, fill in some info, and they sent you a digital version. And I remember Charlie, and she's like, what the hell is this? What do I do with this? I was just going to delete it. And I'm like, no, don't delete it. Right? What did they give out? Maybe 10,000 of these? I guarantee 9,900 people deleted them. Right?
That's it. Be that
so
one.
There's only 100.
You can't reuse it.
Well, it's like, what am I going to do with this? I said, I don't know, but you're a pretty big fan of his, and maybe in a couple of years he sends a note out going, everybody that collected and kept my first year's tour of those NFTs, I'm going to bring you to my next concert. You get to come in for free. Just show it at the door, right? All this type of utility, and because ultimately, I think the net for the artist, the band, whatever that is, that's going to be easier for them. Think about Metallica doing these concerts in not Roblox, Fortnite, right? I think Bieber did one in there. Like, you're now not constrained by the physical location of your event. Yes, we're still going to go to live concerts. There's a feeling and an effect that you get there until that can be replicated. But now they can do that concert instead of charging $50, $100, $150 to go see your artist. They're charging $5. And instead of having 15, 25,000 people to show, they're having 250,000. Right? The Fortnite Metallica, I was reading about this, and they thought it didn't go over all that well. They only sold 220,000 tickets. I was like, God, you can't even go to a college bowl game with that many. Like, think about that for a second, how that changes the revenue dynamics. That's very, very exciting stuff, right? And so I just think the world of rewarding, tracking finances, being able to instantly monetize, understand your audience, respond, respect, it's just going to get better and better and better. And I always get well, what about my privacy, right? I'm like, dudes, we gave up privacy when Facebook started. Right?
You own a cell phone? You're part of a cell carrier?
It's listening to everything I say right now, right? Hey, Siri, right? No, I don't need you. Sorry, I was just kidding. They're always listening. So there's no such thing, right? Like, if you don't have a phone and maybe you don't have an Alexa or something like that, right? But I mean, pretty much everything is. We give up. I always say this, right? We give up privacies for speed. We want fast. We want faster.
Right now.
Yeah. No one now. Right now. Immediate. I want my NFTs to do 10,000x right now. Right? There's the difference, right? But you got to wait. That's collective. That's got to take time to mature.
It's an experience.
Yeah, but that's the world that we live in. And so if we are so accustomed and desiring speed and efficiency, the technology is just getting to the point where it's delivering on all of that, right? And so I just think it was always a challenge I had. I think in that first show that we did together, right? We talked about, I used to install internet kiosks in airports and hotels, right? People don't even know what that term is. What the hell's a kiosk? What?
I probably ran the wire for your.
Probably I put ISDN lines in. I had to.
Yeah, I was the guy that put in the infrastructure for you before the kiosk was built.
People are like, "What are you doing this for? There's a payphone right there." I'm like, "Yeah, but you can't check your email on the payphone." Like, what the hell's email? Like, people don't even know what
why need email when I've got the postal
service? I could send a fax.
I said, fax.
Oh gosh, faxing.
That was my claim to fame with that job. I was at a golf tournament in just outside of Montreal. This was years ago, and I was working with AT&T Canada. You probably know them, right? And we installed an internet kiosk in the lounge where all the golf pros were having their breakfast and everything. And if anyone remembers, knows Lee Trevino, he came up. He's like, "Okay, how do I use this thing?" And so I got to teach Lee Trevino how to find his Hotmail on a public internet kiosk. Right?
Wow.
This is how far we've come. And then, of course, when phones opened up, that was it. Kiosks were dead.
So I used to do the Senior Skins PGA, and so before we had fiber, we had this thing called DSL where we'd have to run a dry pair, and so these pros would want their own DSL circuit in their locker room, or out in the middle of the lavas where they're gonna go and putt. So you'd see Hinano running like cable out in the middle of like rock, or or duct taping it to the floor and running a cable right into like a locker room and setting up these DSL modems for these pros. And now you got like high speed phone, right, and 4G or 5G, 4G.
Yeah, just so crazy.
But to talk about utility, I like to think that word gets thrown around a lot, and so like we always ask, utility this, utility that. Utility is just an idea that hasn't been perceived yet. Utility is something that can always come in the future. It's just an idea. Some people have already come up with ideas. Like, good example is, Cryptoids has their Ultra Grail Club. There's utility. That's an idea they came up with. But who says you can't add to that idea? That's what utility is all about.
Yeah, I think the ability to build now is getting so fast and so global and so instant, right? So, yeah, just because you bought, I used to use the DeLorean example, right? Just because you bought the DeLorean doesn't mean that it's always going to stay in that form, right? I mean, maybe you got to use some MCP points or some OMI, you got to burn some OMI, right? But you could upgrade it in some way. At some point, maybe Marty or Doc are going to show up on the app, right? It'll be like the Luke and the R2 integrating into the X-Wing. Like, here's the thing, right? These X-Wings, I mean, this is another one for me. What are they selling for $35-$40? This is a freaking X-Wing. It's the ship. There's only one other ship in Star Wars, and that's the Falcon. Which
it's coming. It's coming.
Come.
Please.
Imagine the thing, like, I'm gonna take my R2D2 and put him in the X-Wing, and that's gonna have some different capability than if I didn't have those two pieces put together, right? I mean, geez, as a kid, right? I had an X-Wing. I still have it somewhere in the house, right? I had an R2D2. You used to be able to drop him into the X-Wing. And what'd you do? You'd put it up on your hand and you went,
There's your utility right there.
That's it. Hashtag pew pew pew.
Sounds right.
That's it.
That's perfect.
We're gonna blow up the Death Star. It's a trap.
So the utility was more for our parents because they would buy us these toys, stick us in a room, and we'd be quiet and not bugging them for an hour.
Exactly.
Playing with my figurines.
Yeah,
stuff,
that was
right?
the utility.
Yeah.
They love that utility.
Oh, but it had to be away, right? Now it's like, I don't know, my kid could sit in the couch and fire these things up, right? And I know Doc is in the house here, and I kudos to him again because he took when we were in Maui. Let me go back, right? I took a shot of that X-Wing landing on the beach. And he took that file and he did some work to it, and oh my God, I shared it some months back, right? But again, right, here's some fun utility from another creator designer in our space that I met through this app that took my favorite spaceship of all movie history time on the beach in my favorite place on the planet with some pretty amazing people I met, and then he doctored it up, right? Put the audio onto it, put the logo and the sound. I mean, I show that to everybody. I must have shown it to 200-300 people. They're like, "You're such a dork. I can't believe you're still playing." All these years later, I'm like, "But man, is that not cool?" And even my buddies are like, "Yeah, man, I got to admit that."
It's like, damn.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, superstar.
Hey, superstar. Yeah. Congrats to these guys, right? Boy, they pumped out a lot of shows. That's
That's what I was about to say. Big shout out to the superstars. They've reached 1,000 episodes. So
Yep.
Yeah.
1,000 days in a row.
1,000. Wow.
Inspirational.
insert the wisers.
That's it. And I also heard somewhere on the grapevine they got a pretty nice looking gift out of it too from a certain mysterious benefactor.
Well,
They
apparently
finally
we know a
found
lot.
out.
We know a lot. We drink and we know things, right?
That's
So-
it. We do drink and we know things. Sometimes we just drink and don't know things, but you know.
Right. I know things when I drink.
That's it. Yeah.
Or I forget things when I drink.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now again, yeah, the big shout out to superstars, and also a big shout out to Doctor Strange as well. Just going back to what Chris said about Doctor Strange's mad content creation skills. Yeah, some of the stuff he's done on for WebV Wednesdays, also my fellow co-host on that show now as well. Yeah, just some of his creative skills in creating some of the music for that, and just also holding it down while I've been on holiday as well. Another fantastic individual in the space, and yeah, definitely give him some support as well. He's also got his own show going on at the moment. He had one going not long ago. I think it was called Bar Pusher Radio. He was on number 6. So get out there, have a listen. Get out and check out all things strange with the Stack and Slack videos. And fantastic bloke. Pleasure to have him co-hosting with me on WebV Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. And give him a like, comment, subscribe, and all that other fun stuff in between.
You know, I love that you said that because, like, there's so much good people in this space. and you can turn to these good people, if you're in a bind or anything like that, just like you turned to Doctor. He did hold it down. I remember I went to one of the spaces and he was having issues and he just kept reopening the space. And then I think he even kept, he made sure that there was enough duration so you had some content to put on YouTube. So shout out to him. And I also want to give a special shout out to the biggest bro. I know you're hiding in the chat, big bro, but like, we talk about like, we're back and, why do we do this? Like, this is a passion for us to come up here and talk and have fun with you guys. Like, Dee literally pushed out a baby and then we're already talking about the show. And I told her, okay, do or die, I'm going to do it. And big bro volunteered to run the show that night, but that is just the passion that we like to give to this space. And then also the work that we like to put into it, because there's just a lot of fun to just hang out in here and talk about these things, talk about the curve that we're in technology and all that stuff. But yeah, shout out to the people that help us out, and for the other people that are coming into fruition and doing things that they've never done before in this space. We've got a blog writer up here. We've got a guy with 3 or 4 shows, maybe a 5th one. You don't know yet. You got a lady right here who just gave birth and she's here. You know what I mean?
Just hanging.
That's it. But I also want to take a quick opportunity to shout out the other content creators out there as well that hold down spaces all the time. From the likes of, I've seen a couple of them in the chats here already. Like, got the likes of Umili, who's always got spaces running left, right, and center. He's even got his own calendar now, so congratulations to him. And also he's got his sponsorship from Stacker as well. And he's doing a lot of fantastic things over there, along with the VV community and a few other odds and ends as well. He's got his own merchandise as well. He's taken the New York Comic Con. I mean, that guy's just an absolute powerhouse of content creation. So massive shout out to you. Big shout out to others holding down the spaces from the likes of Emoji, Mains, Miss Gecko as well. Massive shout out to you as well for actually putting together that massissive calendar so we actually know what's going on in all these spaces. Because like Chris said before, we've got so much going on now, it's just hard to keep track of everything. So we've got Miss Gecko there holding it down, letting everyone know what's going on where. So massive shout out to you. And to anyone else out there who's creating content or
I got someone.
Jay East is one as well. Thank you, Doctor. Definitely shout out to Jay East. And anyone else who's creating content, thinking about creating content, and want to give it a go, I just encourage you just give it a go. Just do it. And
I want to shout out someone that I feel like does not get enough showcase or spotlight on him, and that's Evolve. He's on every Monday on Coppin' and Droppin'. Big shout out to that guy, because I see the work that he puts into his show and the production, and he actually goes and curates a bunch of content to discuss with you guys online live. He does POAPs, he has a community, he has a Discord. Big shout out to you, Evolve. I know you're in the chat as well. He puts in a lot of work, and I feel like he does not get his due. So big shout out to you, man.
Yeah, and I got one last one as well that I should probably shout out, because he does also help me co-host the weekend show. Is Josh, Collector's Gone Digital.
Yes.
He puts in some mad work with his content as well, especially with just the graphics, like some of the stuff he comes up with on I believe it's Blender. And just the content he covers, and just in how in depth and detailed it is as well. Like, he definitely does the research, definitely puts in the work, and the guy. It definitely is a pleasure to have him also as my co-host on the weekend show as well, and also when he drops into with the Wednesday shows from time to time as well. Yeah. So big massive shout out to you, guy, and keep doing what you're doing.
Great videos. They're so informative, so detailed. Yeah, and the animation, the effects that he puts in, like
phenomenal.
Yeah, right. That's doing the work, and I gotta think like Vivi's just gotta love it, right? Like, look at the talent behind them pumping this stuff out. I sell marketing strategy and solutions for a living. And boy, it's hard to get brands to do anything like this, or even to consider. Boy, I'd love, community. Well, what's that about, right? It's like I tell them, it's like, boy, it's just, you don't have to like it, you don't have to buy it, you don't have to follow it, but go see what's going on. Right? Here's a brand that was built on passion that people responded to in a very, very big way. Right? Always a smile on my face when I talk about this stuff. How you be negative? I don't get all the fun that goes on out there. I get it. Maybe it's the people aren't happy with how fast their returns are going or whatever. But just like, man, this is just such a fun space to be in. Why would you be around if it's negative, right? It doesn't make sense. But the other thing, when you were talking about the shout outs too, I mean, VV Fan Art, Clever Jerk, run through the list of people, casual, that you see putting out their maybe they're just their pieces, their slicks that, it's like they've taken the image and they've dropped it on a background. But how fun are Clever Jerks, and how he puts these together and you see it and you just start smiling, right? How do you not smile when you see something like that?
Yeah.
That's the best form of art. They're entertaining. Who said it earlier? In the chats, I think it was Delco Dude. He was talking about something about how he grew up with the movies and the comics and all
Oh, yeah,
that.
I saw that.
Yeah, and here he's in this entirely new level that he, most of us probably didn't even think about engaging to this depth when we were kids, right? I read Daredevil comics because I just love the guy and the stories, and now, of course, I'm rereading them and I'm like going panel by panel, like, oh yeah, look at what the detail and the background and art and the brush strokes and the penciling, and I didn't know what any of those terms were 20, 30 years ago, nor did it matter. And now, boy, do I respect the artists and the new stuff that's coming out. How do they keep recreating and reinvigorating? And like those Hellfire covers, Hellverine, sorry.
Yeah, with the flames.
Yeah, I always like the fire and the flame stuff.
It's a good
Those spidery looks, right? It's pretty cool for me, but it's just fantastic. I think McFarlane Toys is just about to drop a new Hulk and Wolverine statue set. I don't know if you've seen that on X, but
I love what they're doing with that. I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to shout out Video Shane, who's a mod and also a content creator for McFarlane Toys Digital, as well as Bones B. Bones really hammers down Cryptoys. I feel like him and Superstars are like really like at least holding the ground when it comes to that. But there's a lot of creators. The comic guy's in here as well. McFarlane Toys Digital. Like this space is so vast, and
even
Richard right there with his art. There's room for everybody here. Even some of the crypto guys too. Dave, shout out to Dave with his projects and also trying to like be inclusive. I just love how big this Web3 community really is and all the things that are going on. There's so much stuff going on. It's just phenomenal.
So much stuff going on. Right?
I mean, I just love the fact that it's actually inspiring people to create and just actually like sort of branch out of their own comfort zones, try new things, and just try and just get out there and just like just get outside your comfort zone and try new things and just see where things go. Like all of us are a good example of that. Like like I've said before, like I wouldn't, I could never imagine myself sitting in front of a microphone talking on camera like what 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. Yet here I am. Hosting spaces, doing YouTube content, and it's just because we had an idea, and that idea basically turned into action, and we just did it.
Yeah,
and I love that you say now you're doing all these things, but we've also had the pleasure of meeting each other in real life. I go back to a year ago. You know what I mean? We had that first interview. We finally got to meet Chris. We met your family. We met on the beach. Anywhere anyone could have met somebody in this space, we met on the beach. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get to meet Alex just in a few weeks, and we're gonna meet in Vegas. You know what I mean? So
it's gonna be
even this guy, we're gonna meet this guy for the first time. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right? Collecting, right?
Exactly. Collect and connect.
Yeah.
And I love how there's there's so much content out there, so much people in the different communities putting stuff out. So we essentially can't get bored. There's always something. It's flipping through the TV guide to see what you want to watch for the day or for the night. So there's always something to follow up on, to catch up on if you missed it, or to catch live. Yeah, this space in general is just busy, but there's room for everybody to
I should get together
put anything out.
Do something for because I know if one of the things with the blogs, I'm pretty heavy, Vivi. it's so damn easy. Like there's always something new coming up. There's always something exciting to uncover to write about, and but I want to branch out a little bit, get into more of the other stuff, Cryptoys, McFarlane, DC, right? Because there's fandoms on GoCollect that collect those brands as well. I'm just a Marvel, so it's super easy for me to be a little probably over biased, but I do want to start doing a little more stuff like that, right? So if anyone ever has ideas, right, shoot me a DM and probably put something together. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool. A collab
Mm,
with Video Shane to
that's
get
it.
something on McFarlane. Yeah, that's awesome.
Have like a multi fandom. Like we
Yeah.
have the multiverse.
Cross chain, you guys.
That's it.
Cross
Cross chain.
chain. That's
Let's
all
do
it
it.
is right there.
Yeah.
It's all about unification with each other.
Yeah.
I love that. I love
Cross
that.
fandom.
Cross
Yeah.
fandom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
We'll
what-
work on it.
Because remember, we used to have like a list. It's like, okay, here's the VV content creators you should go and watch, and it was like
Hmm.
maybe 6 or 7, right? And now it's like that list is so long, right? And so it's so awesome because so many people have got a lot of stuff to talk about, and then you start learning. It's like, hey, it's actually okay. I can like you, Alex. Right? From how nervous you probably were the first one to now, it's like, hey, what can I do next?
Exactly.
Mhm.
I still am nervous, mate.
Really?
Oh yeah, but like so sometimes I sort of think to myself like, okay, like how can I keep making this like engaging? How can I keep making this interesting? So I'm not just like waffling on and just like talking nonsense or whatever. Like no, I actually got to try and like find like some good talking points that might keep people going. Actually, sort of think about what I'm actually saying. but yeah, no, but it's good. It's fun. I mean, like, I sometimes have to slow down because I sort of find like if I try and think and talk at the same time, I start stuttering because unfortunately that's a problem I've had for a long time, which is gradually getting better. It just sort of ends up being a stuttering match. So I'm just like, okay, sit down, slow down, relax, and try again.
Brother,
That's
I
awesome.
watched our third
Get
episode
excited.
last night, and from the stuttering till now, I don't hear it anymore. I
Oh.
really don't. Yeah, you've really honed on your craft. You're
Oh,
you're
thank
you're
you.
polished now. So everything
What
else
was
is
that
just character.
The
Yeah.
King's
That's
King's Speech, was it? Remember where he had the King of England? What was that show? He had a huge stutter, and he had a coach to help him work with the stutter. He just made him do
Oh.
like reading things. Right?
Yeah, I know it's in the back of my head. Jeffrey Rush. I want to say
Yeah.
the King and I, King's Speech.
King's Speech.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the
one, the King and I, the one where he's like, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, it was basically he had like a massive stutter and he had like a voice coach to sort of help him like calm down and work on his but, I mean, yeah, that's going back a while now, but I do know what you're talking about. It is in the back of my head.
What a great way to work that out, right? Like, just reading comic books and having fun. Similar to me, right? I get pretty stressed out sometimes, right? Like life is hard, work is hard, and then I sit down and turn the lights on, have a beverage, and just start writing ideas out, and then they formulate. And next thing you know, I'm not
It's
thinking
3 in the
about
morning.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake up the next morning, it's like, man, I just did this. I put this together. I can accomplish a lot today, right? I'm in a better frame of mind, a better space, and so it's
Yeah.
therapeutic.
Flashback to a year ago, I remember that I was nervous. Like I would be sick to my stomach nervous. When we interviewed for the first time, Chris, I was super nervous. I don't know if you noticed, but I was crazy nervous now. And I was asked this question before. Who asked me this question? Dave asked me this question. Like, how long does it take you to prep? I want everyone to know D and I don't prep. We don't prep. Like everything I pull up, it's like maybe 5 minutes before the show starts. It's just kind of like we just kind of flow into it. A lot of this is just on the fly. We shoot from the hip, and I kind of like that dynamic because then it keeps me on my toes. It makes me excited. Before, I used to prep the crap out of everything, guys. Like I used to I'd spend like your interview. I think I took a whole day to try to curate questions and everything. I wrote it down, deep printed everything out.
Yeah.
And we never followed it after that, right? Because we just ended up getting comfortable with each other. But now it's like no prep. We turn on the camera and just go.
That's what I love. I was probably so nervous too. I didn't notice how nervous you were. Like,
super.
I don't think.
We're all nervous.
I think you were. No, I did the NFT Pirates with Chad. I think that was my first ever video interview, which was a blast. By the way, I love that guy. Oh my god, he's fantastic. And I think yours was like the second. I was nervous in both of them. I'm not much of a video kind of camera person. I'm better behind the pen and paper, right? But and then but again, fun, right? And shooting off the hip, just talking, right? A couple of guys like collecting digital things.
Yeah.
So it's like
back then there was really a mystery of what they were. Right? Like, what are these?
Am I actually in this? Yeah, this is me, right? So yeah, it was pretty fun. And then but that's I think I really love about kind of this format same with Alex. Like when you're doing the comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
People, it's live. You screw up, right? It's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, she's
I kind of, I spell check my blogs and all that stuff, but there's if you go back through every one, there's going to be a typo in there somewhere because I'm not letting AI do the work, right? I'm doing the writing and stuff like that. And so it comes across hopefully as more human. And then because I even know Doctor, he pointed out one time, he's like, "Hey man, you got kind of a typo in there," and I'm like, "Gosh, should I fix it?" And he's like, "You know what? I'll leave it because you saw it." Right? I actually like that you found. It's like, yeah, like a little stamp. Like, I am human.
You could even make a little competition out of it, like have like right,
Spotting.
like or the like fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Did anyone spot that I mistakenly put two A's, or maybe put like a comma in the wrong spot, or something like that, or like just make a little game out of it. Like, did you spot it?
Palindrome, and it's not one.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you say like, then you can do like, if you manage to find it, come forward for first one gets it correct, wins a prize or something like that. Like, there's just like different things that you can just spin out of those little experiences themselves.
Yeah, that's fun. But there's never nothing that like just endless topics, endless.
Yeah.
Right? I know we got Comic-Con New York coming up. Is it?
Are you going, Chris?
I'm not. Oh, I almost, because we went to a conference. My business partner and we sent another couple of staff to New York, and just a couple of weeks early, I was like, oh boy, that'd be a fun one. That's a crarazy thing.
Vegas then, huh? Vegas.
Yeah, come to Vegas, Chris. Get to Vegas.
Oh boy, maybe. I gotta take a risk, right?
You already met me. Now you can meet.
Bring the family.
Now we can all.
That's it.
We got Alex coming, man.
To Maui, right?
Come to Maui. Yeah, I'll go back to Maui. Sure.
I want to come back to Maui. Oh my god, I love it there. Yeah, nothing wrong with Hawaii. Ever.
Nothing wrong with Hawaii.
I'd love to get to Hawaii.
Yeah.
One day, Alex. One day.
I'll get there. I will get there eventually.
I'm coming to Newcastle one day too, because I got to see the lineage.
Ooh, very cool.
What Newcastle? What like on my side of the world, Newcastle?
Yeah, my grandfather was from Newcastle in time.
Oh,
my grandma was from London, and so yeah, they met when I guess he was on a destroyer and then came back into port one time, and just how things were back then, and they met, and then there was my mom, and then there was me. But I've never been to England, so I've been to Europe. France and whatnot, but we didn't make it over the puddle. So I gotta get back at some point.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, hit me up, man. Let me know. Like, even if you can make it to Newcastle, maybe we can meet in the middle. Like, come to London. Like, I'll happily travel like across England to meet the VV fam.
Kind of a fun trip you got over there too, right? There's you, there's Falcon, there's Viva.
You do, yeah. We got Viva, we got Weisman, Falcon, Master Ronnie, and all other members as well. I haven't met yet, like the likes of Tails. Tails is over here as well. I think Mains is over here as well. And yeah, just all the other cool members of the fam as well. So yeah, if
OBL's out there too, right?
That's so awesome.
Yes, I want to say. I think she actually might be in Northern Ireland. I think
Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Off the top of my head, I could be wrong. Yeah. I do apologize if I get that wrong, but I think that's correct. Feels right.
Close.
So.
Close.
Yeah. Somewhere up there in that part.
Yeah. Up there. Closer than Hawaii.
Yeah, close in Hawaii.
Yeah.
But that's what's so beautiful about this, right? That's what's so beautiful about this, right? It doesn't matter where we are. I mean, geographically, we're all over the place, right? We're literally in a little tiny rock out in the middle of the Pacific. You're up in Canada over there, and then you're literally on the other side of the planet, my friend. So, and we're here having a conversation. It's a beautiful thing. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Live, real time, and we sound great. No ISDN skips.
Yes, and now also with the and also just going back to what Chris was saying, like about not like being able to travel and immerse yourself in digital experiences like jazz. So now we've actually got the AR glasses in the works now. Have you seen those ones that Meta's been dropping?
Yeah, the Ray-Ban ones.
Because I was just thinking, like, when Chris was talking about like the Metallica Fortnite concert and stuff like that. It's like Imagine a world where you're unable to travel or you're unable to afford to be at these concerts in yourself. Well, you can just sit back in your own living room, comfort of your own home, put on these glasses, and you're there.
Think about Disneyland.
Exactly.
How many tens of thousands of people can go because it's an affordability or a travel problem
Mm-hmm.
that resolves that. I got to think that the immersive experiences that we see in video games and stuff now, like it's going to be pretty intense when you've got all this, fully animated reality. Rides are going to be fun, right? You might miss a few, obviously, of the physical thing, but boy, what a good second place to just be like, yeah, I can get there. And Disney probably pick up a few bucks. Maybe it's not $200 to be there in person. Maybe it's 20 to join their virtual space, right? And then someone like me that I might go once every 3 or 4 years if we can make it. Probably go 3 or 4 times a week, right? And like Vivi Magic, I mean, she lives in that place, right? Like that experience is it sounds so awesome, but it's not realistic for a lot of us because of geography. But that takes away the geographic hurdle. Right?
What's so cool about that though is like maybe you went to Disney, maybe you're at Disneyland, right? But you want to have your friends with you. You're wearing the glasses. I'm over here in Hawaii at the beach drinking a margarita. I'm gonna go join Chris, right? And we are living vicariously through your eyes. But in reality, we are experiencing the same thing you're seeing because whatever you're seeing, we're seeing. Same with people that like can't walk, right? People that are like in wheelchairs, they can finally experience something like this through others' eyes vicariously. I can see like AR cafes where people can't afford this stuff, right? So they're just going to go and rent. They're going to go sit on the lazy boy. Maybe it'll be like an experience where like, water will get splashed on you or any of that kind of stuff. There's so much that you can do with this stuff. It's just amazing where we're at now in the future.
Well, look, remember internet cafes, right? Because like PC, laptop, MacBook affordability was a challenge for a lot of people. And so you could just pop $1 into a machine and have internet access for an hour, right? Remember that movie, The Beach, with DiCaprio?
Yeah.
The end of it goes
great soundtrack.
Yeah, right? We all lived through that. It was like, that was a thing, right? There were cyber cafes, internet cafes popping up all over the place. I think we talked about this. I sold one to a guy in my company. I think he was in the Cayman Islands. He bought 2 of them. And back then it was just like a big bulky computer screen, but we had a way to connect the ISDN lines, right? Guy was making $1,500 a day. And he had a beach cafe. He put 2 of these terminals in it, charging $5-10 every half hour. And the money printing was insanity. People are looking at this going, what the hell is this thing? Right? Hey.
Chris, I can't tell you how many internet cafes we hooked up here in the state because living in a rock in the middle of the Pacific is literally far away from everything. Those things were like they were so popular. We ran wires, like people were making them out of like, little holes in the wall, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like the ugliest building possible. You have like this really cute internet cafe, right? You had like the big monitors, you had like little IBM computers everywhere. It was hilarious.
Yeah, the big PCs, right? There was
all on DSL.
All on DSL. And it was just such a different time because it was normal, right? Now, so I'll take my MacBook and I'll just actually, you guys would love it if you ever get here. I go to one in my down by the beach. It's called Islands Cafe. And I came from Hawaii to Vancouver. They now got a chain of 5 or 6 of these. So there's boards all up on the ceiling. There's palm trees.
Artwork. They're selling it.
Nice.
It's something. I'll take some photos next time I'm in. Actually, that if you remember ones I put when the yellow suit Wolvies came out, I put a picture of him on a coffee table. That's in one of the stores, the locations there, right? But,
cool.
They just have fantastic coffee. It's Kona coffee. I'm not a huge coffee drinker by any means, but their stuff. And then they've got this. They churn up coconut right in front of you, and they make a coconut cream, and then they put it on top of your coffee. And I'm just like, oh, it's a delight.
Yeah, but that's you have a source here, by the way. You have a source. If you ever want coffee, tell us.
Oh my God, yeah, that's good. But we go there. I go there, and that's sometimes if because it's I don't know how many of you are familiar with Vancouver. We're getting damn near LA now, and the way our traffic is set up. So it is
All
one
right.
pain in the ass to get from here to the downtown office. It takes me an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. So
All right. Just
easier to
gridlock.
work from home, but you work from home is great, but sometimes you just want a little bit of action. So I'll go down to Islands Cafe and I plug in. I borrow their Wi-Fi now. I don't have to use their PC connections. Right?
Yeah.
But in return, I'll buy a big coffee because I'm going to be there for a few hours. Right?
That's it. Do they have unlimited refills if you stay in the store?
I've been there so often now, they recognize me, and so I get to go up and say, "Hey,
That's it. The VIP treatment. Yeah.
right? Which
Chris
they
is
do.
his own utility when he walks through the door.
It's great, right? It took me a while to get there, right? I had to stack.
That's it.
You had to go
Yeah.
first.
You have to
Yeah.
stack your time in this seat, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Stacking
So
time
walk in
and
there and they
coffee
go, Mr. Severs, say the usual. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Excellent.
For hodling.
That's the Maui man. He just came back from Maui.
That's
Hook him up.
it.
Yeah, I'm fighting to keep my tan here a little bit. I got a little sunburnt the other day. I went out fishing with my brother-in-law and my son. And,
Nice.
it was
Nice.
bright. I didn't wear any sunscreen, of course, and the wind ripped me.
Man, I'm the whitest Hawaiian you'll ever meet. Okay, like the last time I went to the beach, we hung out. So
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You got some color still. You're looking great.
D. So okay. So
Oh.
the funny thing about D is she's always brown. When D gets into the sun, she turns black, like your hat. Like she gets pretty dark
Oh, really?
fast. You know?
Just like absorbs the sun.
Yeah, I
He's
absorb the
chameleon.
That's
solar.
it.
That's where I get my powers.
That's it.
Damn, weren't you just like fair skinned just like 2 minutes ago? What happened?
Oh yeah, I'm 5 shades of red, 50 shades of red.
50 Shades of
Ooh,
Red.
Write a book about that.
Mm.
It takes me about 2-3 weeks of every day, and then I get to that tan level. But yeah, it's probably a Canadian thing. We don't see a lot of sun here all year, right? So I gotta come to Maui. Gotta
Yeah,
get
you
to
guys got
Maui.
some pretty good tans when you were
That's it.
there. In
I've been
Maui.
there a bit. Yeah, I think we were there, a week? I was there for 2 weeks. You came right near in the middle, I
In
think.
the middle. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just coincidental. I can't believe when we made our lodging, we're like literally right next to him. We walked to his condo
Oh, yeah.
from our hotel.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap, it's right there.
Hell.
I was like, I'll send you a picture. Stalker much? No.
Yeah, you can like shout good morning to each other from the balcony.
Hey!
Get DMs from Hinano. Hey man, how's that coffee in that green mug you're drinking? I'm like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's here like that. It's like,
Creepy much.
No, that was a good time.
Nice.
I think
That
was
the
fun.
best part was like I was telling Dee before we went and met with you guys. I'm like, okay, let's try to bring things they've never had, like mochi. And at the time, I didn't know what your dietary restrictions were, but like we really tried to whenever we meet anybody new, we try to like bring things you've never tried before. I was actually going to bring a sea limpet. It was called no pihi, but I don't think you guys would have liked that.
Ooh.
But yeah, just something new
Intriguing.
and exotic, right?
Mm.
Huh? Intriguing?
Yeah.
You would
I
eat
said
it?
intriguing.
I like
Yeah.
to
oh,
try
my
it.
kid would.
Well, we've tried exotic things in the past.
Oh yeah.
Something
Jack
spicy.
was right?
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking like some spicy chocolate comes to mind.
Hey.
That was on the last the rehash. Yeah, I was watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went all in on that hot stuff. Didn't bug you at all.
Yeah, no, that one was quite mild compared to the next load of chocolate I tried. I mean, I think after that I tried
Oh,
like
the
these little,
bullet.
these little chili
bullet?
bullets I got like from the
Yeah.
market here in Thailand. I tried one of them, and first one, not too bad, and the second one, I just about blew my bloody head off. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
We got to do another one of those. When it's Christmas time, we got to do a Christmas special. We haven't really done one of those in a while. And that was a
No.
lot of good time. We had the big bro come up and narrate, and that was a lot of
It
fun.
was good fun. Yeah, we were wearing our Christmas jumpers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
ugly
fun.
sweaters.
That's
It's
it.
getting
Yeah,
close though, guys. Christmas is coming, you know what I mean?
Oof, don't
my
God.
remind me.
Don't remind him.
That's it.
Few
I got
more
two kids. I got two kids that actually have like interests now. Like I actually sort of like have to get like stuff that actually costs like considerable money.
Oh.
Dangerous.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Chris can relate with me. I've got like basically an 11-year-old who's like 21, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
everything has to be electronic and very expensive to be cool, right?
Yeah.
Versus our new child who like we can buy him rubber booties and little socks, and that's it, right?
Yeah,
He'll be happy
mate.
with it. So,
You can just give him a cardboard box. He'd probably be stoked.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
My kids are old enough to transition. It's easy, right? It's envelopes with cash. So
Yeah.
That's
So they
it.
can buy their own stuff.
yeah, don't take a chance. You're gonna buy me something. I'm gonna hate it. Just give me the money. I'll go get it myself. Right. So
That's
the
what
biggest
Hinano
one-
told me.
Nice airplane, Christmas Carol, sign me up. Love it.
So what he's saying is like, so Dave over here, he does these story times with his AI, and
Mhm.
these are Twitter spaces that we jump in and we all collaborate, and it's the same thing, it's cross chain unification. But like, there was a story where the biggest bro is depicted in the smallest thing possible. So just to depict like a really big person driving a tiny car, or
Yeah.
flying a tiny airplane made out of paper, living in a tiny cardboard box. It's endless.
It's fun. It's really fun though. But yeah, we gotta do one of those in a few months. Get together again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let us know out there in the comments. Would you like to see the gang get back together for a Christmas special? Say, let us know. We'll make it happen.
You know who I would love to see come back to the space, and it's tough, and I need to reach out to him because I think his birthday just passed. But it's Dino.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I
Yes.
truly miss Dino. Like,
I
that
do miss
guy
Dino.
was just super. I mean, that guy was so awesome. He was so polished. He was well knowledge. Even with things he didn't know, he was really good at like finding the research. And then he was
Ooh.
my Filipino neighbors. Sorry.
what's he
But
trying?
yeah. A lifted Forerunner. Yeah.
Okay.
With a
Oh, you
Flowmaster
have a
exhaust on it. I don't have a Forerunner. In fact, what's so funny is I drive the car. Dee's the one that has the truck. She has to have the big things. Big. She has to have, Dee's the tiniest thing in the biggest car. She has to have the biggest thing. Yeah.
But yeah,
I
but no,
drive
just
a car here.
but just going back to what you were saying about Dino, it's like he's definitely missed. For anyone who's not familiar, Dino was actually the one who actually was my original co-host when we first started Webby Wednesdays. But unfortunately had to step away because of life commitments and wanted to pursue other interests. And I'm the same. It's been a long time since I've reached out to Dino as well. And we should definitely try and see if he's up for coming back for like a special guest appearance.
He was the original founder. He was one of
was.
the guys that helped us create WebV, and he was so passionate about it. He was such a great co-host. He hosted once as well, and I really missed the guy and his insight. And so I hope he's still watching, Dino. If you're watching, you are sorely, sorely missed, and we want you to come back at least for one time.
That's it. At the very least, just jump in the comments and say hi. That would just make our day.
Yeah, that would make my day, truly.
That would make my day.
We did say hi though.
Yeah, Dee's really good at like keeping in contact with everybody in the space, even people that we haven't seen in a while. Moonage, what happened to Moonage? We haven't seen Moonage in a very long time too.
Yeah, hopefully he's doing well. I mean, the last I heard from him is he was just life commitments and just trying to make ends meet, like the rest of us.
Yeah, and then he had a slightly new-ish baby too.
That he did, yes.
Yeah. From when he was more active. So then, just doing family stuff.
Yeah, I mean, just trying to think, like, back like to all the other like founding members, I guess we could say, like, who have left and done on the other things. See what we had. We've had like Popey, Ghost, what was there?
Dimitri,
Bird, Dimitri.
Yeah, I had a pleasure of actually meeting Dimitri back at DCon. In fact, he was my wingman. Super cool guy. Tall, super tall dude. But he drove from Canada. He actually drove all the way down to California from Canada, and I remember him saying that he'll never do it again because it was such a long ass trip.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That's a long drive.
That's a long way. It's a marathon.
From Calgary, yeah. I think he's from Calgary. Yeah. But yeah, it was good to see him too. He was my eyeballs. Him and who else was it?
Vivi
Meister, and there was one other guy. Was it Fonz? That was like narrating what they were doing because we were so short.
It was James. It was Vivi Vibes.
Oh, Vibes, yeah.
Yes, it was the three tall guys with these eyes. And Dino, I remember Dino was able to get us the because we needed a certain like QR code or something like that. Yeah, he was able to get us the QR code. I remember it was Dino's birthday. There's a lot of people in this space that I hope they come back, and maybe they
Mm.
will. I saw Vivi Versity. She
Oh
kind of
I
yeah.
came back
saw
out of
her on
the
X. Yeah.
yeah. I want to see what Vivi Vision. You know what I mean? Vivi Vision was a
Mm.
really cool with
Oh, this
Carter and
oh, and
yeah,
Ben.
Carter and Ben. So,
Mm.
and I got
They're
to meet
doing that
Carter and
project.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember them.
They have their their project now that Superstar Joe showed off. Their box. They sent them a box for their 1,000 days of
Hey, what about this?
stuff. Yeah, they have a company called Pinata,
Hmm.
and they
Carter
do
Ben.
like
Ah,
custom
that's them. Right,
boxes.
right, right.
What's that?
Carter and Ben. That's their company.
I don't know if it's both or just one of them,
Okay.
but yeah, they have. I guess that's what he or they are working on. Um, yeah, so I guess Superstar Money still keeps in contact with them.
Mhm.
That's good. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like there's a lot of creators that kind of came and went, and I feel like there's a lot of them that just kind of like just sitting in the shadows. They're in the back of the room and they're just watching patiently.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see a lot as this next pump gets going. I think you'll see a lot more come back.
Oh, I think the pump's going to bring a lot of people out of the woodwork. So I'm gonna call it right now. The
Yeah.
people that have been dormant, hibernating, or said that they don't want to be here will all be back, because Big Bro did say if there's value in something, people are going to be back, and they're going to come back in droves, and I 100%
Mm.
believe it. So
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
do you guys reckon now they've got the Omi to NFT public thing happening now? Like maybe that might help bring a bit of people into the space.
I love that it really at least helps out the people who've been holding this long. It gives
Mm.
them a use case for the token. Besides, I believe the bronze ticket. So I'm very happy for them that they have that outlet now. And I've never tried it. I don't
No, me
own any
neither.
Omi, and it's cool, guys. I don't own any Omi. I own DV collectibles, but yeah, I'm more into the collectibles than the Omi side. Yeah, I'm very picky when it comes to my investments. So I have my tokens, but like for the people out there and are using it, I hope it's everything you guys have wished for. But what about you guys? You guys have Omi. You tell me.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay.
Go
Go on,
ahead,
Christian. I'll go first. Me personally, I haven't used it, but I mean, I've just been looking at how other people's experiences on X have been, and so far everyone's giving it a fairly positive response. Obviously, like being a new product, there's a few bugs here and there that people are weeding out, but that's growth, that's progression. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just another good option for people to use to get into the collectibles that they want to get into. If you guys want to use like the normal payment methods to buy your collectibles, do that. If you want to use your OMI to buy your NFTs, do that too. So it's like just basically just collect what you love and just enjoy the experience, and just choose whatever method connects and relates to you.
100%.
Well
And
said.
yeah, and then also if you don't own any OMI, that's cool. If you own like 100 million OMI, like some people there in the world, that's cool too. So you just do what works for you.
That just sounds so fun. Boy. Even if it ever got to 10 cents and you got like 100 million of it, it's like, oh boy. But I mean, I've got some for sure. I like back in the day, I looked at it at the time because that's what brought me in to VV was Omi
Same.
token, right? And I'm
Interesting.
not saying by any means I'm a crypto expert or any of that stuff, but I was watching it and I'm like, oh yeah, this NFT stuff. I saw it for the contractual opportunities, right? Being able to verify things because I can't stand the BS that's in the world today. Everything is fake, right? I mean, I come from the media world where it's fake traffic, fake page views, fake interviews. See celebrities faking marriages, and all the shit is just
Arranged, right?
Yeah, just like do your head right in.
90% of what you see, don't believe, right? And so all of a sudden, here was this system that said, I can't not believe it. It's stamped, right? That's where I saw it. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you get a Marvel Comics stamped on that? Okay, hold on. What the hell is this, right? But I came in and I bought the Omi token, just thinking that I was doing pre-stage and early investment. And it's gone up, it's gone down. I bought a bit more. I'm happy with what it's valued at, how much I have. I put some into the app so I could get the MCP points, which was great. I mean, I'm not really touching it for anything else in there. I mean, yeah, I think if it's going to come to fruition that it's a value to buy the asset and it's going to take away fees, then people are going to use it.
Yeah.
Being in Canada, I'm sure Foster feels my pain, and Aaron, but I have to pay an exchange rate fee. I have to pay a conversion fee from Canada to US. We get killed. It's 25 to 30% I lose on every dollar into US dollars. So I have to factor all of that in as well. Right? So, for the non-Americans out there buying these assets, that's a problem, right? Because if you buy something at $10, well, it really cost me, 13, 14. Then I got to add 8.5% onto that to sell it. I got to sell it for 20 and the floor is at 4.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a hard sell.
Yeah, and I'm not usually too keen on selling things at a loss. That's not how you make money in the world, right?
No.
So unless you're doing it for, some like a real reposition, or you're chasing something that, yeah, the gems are in the system, right? You bought, but I just anything I have, I hate selling at a loss. It's just a personal thing, right? But I see that value for Omi. Because there's going to be, like, I think, Hinata, you mentioned this before, right? There's going to be a lot of people in this next run that are going to do extremely well off their Bitcoin, their Ethereum. Not financial advice, right? But
they got to move it somewhere.
They got to move it. And what are you going to do, right? You're just going to keep playing with it, get up and down, or are you going to put it into something that's hardcore and justified? And, right, Marvel is a freaking enormous brand. Disney is an enormous brand. And I look at the D, the D logo. I look at the Marvel logo.
I look at the D too.
You see the D. You see a lot of the D. I see D. Right? But those logos, I mean, there's not too many brands historically have ever said, "Hey, purchase a chunk of our logo and own it." Right? Please be protective of it and cautious. And I think, like which was the what just came out? The
Marvel logo.
The Marvel logo, and then when you flip over the the Tatooine assets, like the trademark stamps on the bottom of those, right? That's valuable, right? Trademarks are meaningful, and if you don't understand them, do the homework on what it takes to get a trademark, right? It's not easy, but it means that you believe in the long-term viability of that product, asset, or statement or brand, and so it has value. That's why you trademark. These assets are trademarked, right? The bottom of the Homer statue, Homer and Bart, right? I think is trademarked. And, things like that go past a lot of people because you wouldn't know it's a thing unless you knew it was a thing, right? And I just love the fact, like, Marvel only put out 1,939 logos, right? What a great number. That's the year, right? How only less than 2,000 people can say they physically, like, or blockchain minted, however you want to state it, but own a piece of that title. It's, to me, it's different than buying stocks and shares in a company. Yes, you can buy stock in Marvel, right? Hope it goes up and down, but you have one of maybe 500 million shares that are outstanding. It's not very unique. It's not very scarce, right? This is 1,939. But what would you rather have, right? Marvel, I don't know this because I don't have any stock, but how many shares does Marvel have that you can trade in, right? Or how many MC1s are there? You could have 100 million, 1 billion shares of a company, or one of 60,000 of their number one book that started the company, right? I see those valuations differently. And so, to your point, Alex, yeah, if I can come in and I can use Omi to buy that asset, and then one day that asset's probably going to, my thinking is going to appreciate faster than maybe the token, then flip the asset, put it back in the token, take your money out, right?
Yeah.
There's a nice little system going on here. It's not just like a garage sale program happening, right? There's some big think happening. Really big thing. It's mind-boggling, right? We're only seeing little snippets of it, tidbits, and it's like, where is this all going? Because the money that's being pumped into this is real. this is an argument I have with some of the, the physical collectors I talk to. It's like, these NFT things, man, bunch of crap. And then I say things like, comics and crypto put a $2,000 bounty on Fantastic Four 48. Let's say, I think it was that. Right? I said, in the physical space, that comic book, $2,000 gets you a 7.0 CGC graded and slabbed copy, right? Yep. Or you can have a digital, almost 1-to-1 perfect mint match that, so again, you're seeing these evolutions of how these assets are playing out.
Exactly.
Right. But that's real money. That's real value. That $2,000 that they may go to buy an NFT comic, it's $2,000 that they go and spend in a comic shop, right? Yep. Or with your comic dealer. I don't have a lot of $2,000 to hand out. So you got to start being particular in what you're focusing on, right? So I see things like that. Oh man, that's just amazing. Like that's justification, right? And then they follow through and they find one. I think it was Viva had the Miss what's the show coming out? We just did Fantastic Four 94, and he had the 1977 rare. Right?
Oh, okay.
Was it him
Which
that did
one?
that? I saw him on X, but transactions, right? They're happening. It's real. You can't pretend it's not. And I think another Bored Ape just sold the other day for pretty high price. Like it's back. It's so
interesting.
Yeah, you're starting to see it come back again, and so here we go. Right, so.
That's it. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting next couple of months. I think, like obviously, like you said, like the interest is coming back in the crypto market. The interest is coming back in the collectors market. Just a lot of people are getting excited again, and yeah, if this provides another avenue for people to get into to gain the collectibles that they want, it's just more options, and more options are good.
Options, yeah. I'm just seeing Crazy Dan there, right? His story, like, it's like central banks are bulking up on gold. Well, why are they doing that, right? It's because
makes you think.
Dollars are debasing. Monetary value isn't what it is anymore. And so globally, people run to gold. They put their money in gold. So the banks are seeing this ahead of time. They're bulking it up, right? But they're also getting into Bitcoin, right? The U.S. government now has like 225,000 Bitcoins. Why? They said they were criminal. Right, anyone who owns Bitcoin's a fraudster, right? Meanwhile, they're buying it up.
That's it, so everyone can dump it, so they
can
buy
that media.
Right?
That's it. But then you've also got sneaky little countries like in the background there. I think it was at somewhere in Thailand. Is it I want to say Bhutan? That sounds familiar. Like you basically got like countries like that have been secretly mining it in the background, and they go, haha, check out, like we haven't been talking about it. We got a big stack of Bitcoin, haha.
Right. There's not a whole lot of it left to go around. I think I always talk about this with Vivi, right? When you look through a lot of the Silver Age, gold and maybe bronze, but most of the markets, it's not really a whole lot of inventory, right? If there's 60,000 MC1s, what's in the market right now? Like 150 of them? Like what percentile is that? Right? Very, very low, but that's market supply. That's Bitcoin. I think there's only 1 million on exchanges. Right? Between everyone, that's all that's left, right? I look at this and it's like, I don't know enough about what's behind all those closed doors that we never get access to, right? There's big people talking about big things and making change happen. And, it's usually the retailer. It's the us that ends up getting screwed over when it's too late. Because by the time you buy a stock in a company, well, all the private equity guys have already made their money, right? And so this was something new, unique, and sort of, for me, it's why I like getting into Vivi early. And it's a lot of the stuff I bought way more expensive than it is right now, and it's a pain. But I bought a bit more on some of those. If I spent $500 on a low mint MC1. Well, I bought a bunch at 20, right? Now they're all dollar cost out at 30, right? The floor on it was $750 at one point.
No, there you go.
Even if it only gets halfway back, right? That's a reasonable expectation because at half point, that's where a lot of people would break even on those earlier buys. So it's very similar to the regular markets, right? It ebbs and flows. But that's just how I see all this stuff. You got a chance to get in early for a change and wait. Right?
And I think a lot of this now it's kind of like it's the framework of what the space can actually turn into. And I want to give an example right here. Kryptoni, it says there's a company, he thinks Hyundai did a small NFT project, and now they're going to give the holders a real car. And so I think that's how it's going to be in the future. We're going to buy these assets of vehicles, homes, but as an NFT, right? You hold that NFT. Like a good example is Chris, like you have one of our hats, right? Well, there's a digital counterpart to that, and so I don't expect you to send me a picture of your hat every time you want to enter our utility programs. That's why we have the digital portion of it. So, but people are going to be like shopping, and I love the term that you like to use, easy button, or Dave likes to use no wires. We're going to be just in a catalog like Vivi, McFarlane Toys, and all these other people. We're going to connect our wallet, and we're going to look at all of these assets that actually, they pair to a real digital, a real item in real life. And that's how we're going to be buying these things. Same with plane tickets. But I can really see that, right? Same with the comic books. That's the one thing that I really feel like, and I hope happens, is like we can actually buy our physicals through the digital part of it. Even though our kids are gonna just want the digital. Right? Yeah.
Like who was it? Mahalo Joe said there's no Marvel stock. Thanks for confirming, because I don't have any in anyways. But there's maybe an alternative.
Disney.
You're a private company. You're not selling public shares. This seems to me to be a pretty decent way that Marvel's making a few dollars on the side. Now, they haven't really shouted out this whole Vivi thing, or that they're 100% behind digital collecting. Like, you don't see a lot of that. There was the partnership at last year's Comic-Con, right, where they shared the booth space and whatnot. But to the Hyundai example, what a great example. If Marvel would be like, okay, look, here's all the first in buyers that held all their Marvel NFTs. What should we do? Right? I mean, I'm a marketing VP in a company. First thing I think about with our clients is, how do you get value back to the people that stick with you? How do you ensure that you're not losing or churning your customer base? There's nothing more important to a company than its customers. Nothing. You don't have customers, you don't have a company. You don't have viewers, you don't have a show. If you don't have readers, you don't have a blog. The audience means everything. Everything. Yeah. I always look at this as Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, whatever. It's like, well, let's dabble in this, right, early on. Let's see what people think. I think it's pretty obvious that we've engaged. We really enjoy it, right? Thanks for doing it. Got some of my money. But but at the same token, rewards for participation, for support, for being early, for sticking it out. I mean, there's not a lot of brands that size are going to miss out on that. The interesting thing will be, well, what's the caveat? Maybe it's access to backstage at a Comic-Con, it's artist signatures, it's special entry.
It can be anything, and who says it has to stop, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, who says it has to stop?
Maybe Lamborghini will give us some cars.
Well, that's what I was thinking when I saw the comment. Like, imagine if Lamborghini did that.
Oh man,
that'd be insane.
Or they give you a heavy discount on a car or something like that.
Yeah.
There's a store here in Vancouver. It's like a rental company, and you can go rent some of the world's most luxurious automobiles. Imagine they start connecting those dots. It's like, well, hey, show up with you got a Maserati? Hey, we actually have one.
Exactly.
Right? Here's your deal on renting it for the weekend.
Yeah.
Go take some photos of that with your NFT, and all we ask is that you put our brand in your photos when you share.
Yeah. Perfect.
Right? These things are not hard to do, right? It's just the brands want to engage, and when does that happen? But we'll see. But, be fun, right? Like, we're already talking about it, thinking about it, doing it, right? Brands get so much value. I just see it like, when Christmas rolls around and people start posting the Coke Christmas truck again, right? Boy, that's free advertising for Coke.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want the audio clip as an NFT. Always Coca-Cola with the bear. You know what I mean? That would be awesome if they start doing that, like giving us like historic audio, like John Williams' theme for Superman, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? As an NFT, you see the cape flapping and you hear it, right?
Yeah.
That would be, that's it.
Who put this out? I think I follow it's the 80s nostalgia group on Twitter, on X. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's so fun. And they do this all the time. They said, yeah, scientists say that you can't hear a photo. And then they'll put a photo of like Darth Vader's TIE fighter. You hear it.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you can just envision it in your head.
Yeah, so things like that. And then sometimes when VV drops certain things and there's no audio on them, you're like, right? But you can still hear it. You play with it in your head. You can imagine it. Potential upgrade.
It's so funny you say that. I look at the DeLorean and all I can think about is Power of Love, right? You know what I mean? Or
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I started singing like it's the power of love.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, but unfortunately these days when people hear the Power of Love, they're not going to associate it with Back to the Future either. They're going to associate it with Wolverine and Deadpool.
That's right. Yeah. For the Madonna.
That's it.
Yeah, different generations.
But again,
back in time.
Yeah. So but again, it's still a fantastic song, and people are going to associate that with whatever level of fandom that connects with them. But
the music is audio and music is big for everything. But that's why I loved it when that. I always go back to the X-Wing. I think that was one of the first. What they call it, spatial audio, right? Like as you move closer, zoom in and out.
Oh, then you hear
louder or quieter.
Yeah.
Come on, like it's just getting good.
Yeah. I was just thinking as well, like, just going back to what he was saying about the John Williams. It'd be good, like, if we'd had like the sound clips to promote, because right now I think it's somewhere in November they've got the documentary coming up for John Williams.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, so that'd be really good, like, if they had like some sort of audio NFT to sort of complement that to help promote that at the same time.
I think they're doing it again, because I did this when my son was about 9 or 10. We went down and the Vancouver Symphony was in front of this huge movie theater screen, and I think we went and saw Star Wars, not Empire Strikes Back. I think Empire is the one that's out right now, but you're watching the movie and the band, the orchestra is actually playing the track.
Oh wow,
cool.
That'd be so good.
Mind-blowing experience.
You'd be like just sitting there, just like ba 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 ba. You like sitting there going.
Like I love live music. I love Star Wars. I played trumpet as a kid, right? I mean, all this stuff, and you're just sitting in this room going.
Yeah, you sort of go, oh my god.
Oh, it was the best concert I've been to, right? Yeah, it was fun. So seeing all that stuff happening again, right? And here's a show that came out in 1977, right? And they're still doing all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's why they have 25, 35 million fans.
Exactly.
And the fandom is real. Like,
the force is strong.
That's just money that's just hasn't been unlocked yet because they don't understand this space, right?
Right. Yeah. That's why we get so excited. Remember, was it 2 years ago when Vivi went to Comic-Con and they put the TV up with the video screen of some of the Star Wars stuff?
Yeah.
Everybody got crazy.
I
can't believe it's happening. Yeah. You see Will Ferrell running around, right?
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell going, all right, it's happening.
Yeah.
So I think there's more of that starts to happen. But who just said Hanano? Like the easy button, right? The easy button. It's why Vivi does so well. It was so easy, and so when you had all the other platforms show up, right? I think was DC. I mean, they were starting to go the crypto route. Then they're like, oh no, credit cards, right? Don't make this difficult. You've already got enough skepticism with what are these things? Are they real? Are they fake?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of scam is this? But, again, right? Visa, MasterCard, Amex, you still have to go through an approval process. They don't just sign up, right? There's got to be some justification. That again is another layer that you have to go through to prove some authenticity, and so all these things keep happening. That they're pieces, right?
I truly believe, though, the easy button needs to be paired with an experience. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say experience, I'm not talking about metaverse. I'm talking about a very smooth experience using the interface, using the marketplace. Let's use Palm as a good example. Easy button, horrible experience. The experience was just terrible, right? I think the only platform that actually had a really good smooth experience besides Vivi was Cryptoys for me in terms of using their website. McFarlane, I had trouble, and I still have trouble still at times. But that one, you really need to connect the wallet. But the two easy button projects for me right now is Vivi and Cryptoys, and then now Candy, because they've moved from Palm to Candy. But even then, that is key. You have to have a smooth experience. I'm not talking about metaverse, even though that is something that I want to happen as well. I'm talking about usability.
Yeah, definitely. And considering Candy's also just gone from candy.com to candy.io, so whether that's going to make a difference in anything as well, I mean that's another sign of progression, because those guys are still doing quite well over there. They had all the Batman comics dropped not long ago as well. They had the Killing Joke with the Joker. I thought that was a really cool one.
Yeah. Did you have one?
I didn't get one. No, like I said, I got caught up with life, but I'm going back and trying. Like I recently just got myself all the free comic books from the VV Comics app not long ago, so I still got to sit down and actually read them. Just playing catch up on everything, because like I said, life.
I know. Yeah, I picked up a couple of the freebies, which is very nice, right? I mean, you can't.
I mean, like the only comic book I did pick up, which I mean, is like grinning because it's like no surprises. I got like Predator versus Black Panther #2, just because I
Ultra rare, right?
No, I just got the common. No, I got the common. I know, but that ultra rare is really nice. I mean, like my ultra.
I have to remix your song now.
I know, but my ultra rare hunting is sort of taking a bit of a backseat, because like I said, the kids getting older, they got more needs. I did pick the only ultra rare I picked up lately was, I think it was Fantastic Four. I want to say it's either 44 or 66. I can't remember now, but it's the one with the first appearance of Adam Warlock with the Ron Lim cover on the very front there.
Yeah.
I got that for sub 5% mint for under 15 gems, so I thought that was a bit of a steal.
Nice.
I got the.
You got the Lord of Vampires.
I got the Lord of Vampires.
Yeah, that was another sneaky one they did.
You know what? There's a few of them that were sitting at 3 gems. Right? What's the retail on them? 8? Oh my God, this is a great book. It's worth 100 or 2 in real life, but fun story, and it's another 50th anniversary Wolverine. So I'm trying to get as many of those as I can, because that's your 50th is a big deal, right? I turned 50 during COVID, and that sucked. But
hey, it's the big 5-0. We're in the 50th state. What a coincidence, Mr. Maui.
COVID beach, right? No one around. 6 feet.
Just looking at the
deals out there right now. I think. I mean, the stamp is probably only $10. I'll definitely be trying for one of those. That's
stamps,
being in the communications industry, that's the stamp that started from the internet, right? And all went back to that.
Well, I had to pick up the John Tyler Christopher Ultra Rare of Wolverine number. I had to. And what was crazy is I tried going after that in VV Comics. It's the only, besides the Secret Rare, that's the only one I did not hit. I got a bunch of commons. And I usually don't really go for them anymore because I like to go for them in the market. When I looked in the market, those things were expensive. Like somebody was gobbling them all up. And then I found one for like, I think 32 gems I bought it for. But that's the one. I mean, I know it's yellow, but yellow.
Yeah, I was just thinking it's the one with the negative background, isn't it? Yeah.
I had to pair my physical, right? I've got like the Mexican variant signed by John Tyler Christopher, and I just needed to pair it. And that's the thing, like, there's a need for me to pair these things, and I don't know why. I can't explain why I have to pair it. You know what I mean? It's like the collector thing in me, right? But I really needed to have the digital with my physical, and now I got them both. So.
Okay, that's the ultra rare, or Wolverine #1.
The ultra rare, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Let me see if I can pill it.
I gotta go back and find all the cheap ones in the marketplace, like all the BB Comics from the VV app or VV
Yeah.
Comics app.
just-
I haven't gone.
Yeah, we're just looking at some of the comments. It looks like Kryptoni's been doing all right on Candy.
Kryptoni is always killing it.
Yeah.
Wherever
Tony
platform
is
he
got
has
like the
on.
golden fingers. I need him to log into my account and go after drops. Like he gets legendaries, secret
Superman
rares.
one.
Nothing less than a rare.
Yeah,
Nice.
he
Yeah, it was
wins
so
our
good.
stuff like nothing. So this guy has got like the magic touch.
Yeah,
so.
got
Got
the
the
Minus touch,
juju.
mate. I have to
Yeah.
change your name to Minus.
Oh yeah.
King Minus or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, real quick. So we've been at it for about an hour and 50. You know how time flies when we're all talking
Yes,
story here
yes.
in our digital Hawaii. How are you guys doing on time? And D, I'm surprised our son hasn't like cried for us yet. So,
Yeah.
Oh no, he's been crying.
oh,
I heard him.
I've
We've
got
just
these-
been neglect.
I
That's
got
it. We-
these. I can't hear.
That's it. He's been crying.
Yeah.
We've just been neglecting him.
Yeah, second one always
Just let him cry it out,
I
right?
love
He's
it, I love
fine.
He's
Let
all
him
right. He's
cry.
cool. He's a couple
Yeah.
months old. He's fine. He can look after himself.
Belt it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a little more
Are you-
patient with the
Baby.
second kids. I'll be
Exactly.
crying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they got it. Yeah, they got it taken care
No,
of.
but no, I'm the same. I am very cautiously listening to the pitter patter of feet above my head. So far, all is quiet, and I have no text messages saying they're awake.
And guys, for the people
That's it.
waiting for the giveaways, we're gonna do that after we talk story. D and I haven't been doing this for a while, and you know, it's just good to see you two and just kind of catch up and stuff
It's
like
fun.
that. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. You know how it goes. It's like I say, we're reliving the first time we all met online last year. So, and
Exactly,
yeah, I love
and
it.
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
come to Vegas, Chris. You have to try to
Yeah.
come to Vegas.
When is Vegas? I gotta look at this.
It's
November.
mid November.
In November.
Yeah, so it is for
17.
1570. That's right. Yeah, for Decon.
Decon, yeah.
Right.
But some of us will be there before and staying till a little bit after.
That's right. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
basically doing from like Wednesday to Wednesday. So I'll be flying in Friday, Wednesday night, and leaving Wednesday night the following week.
Yeah, we're there from Thursday to Monday, and I know one of the days we asked RK, we're gonna go through we're gonna do a comic book safari, and you know, go to every single store and just check it out. We're gonna go zip lining, you know, with Video Shane down there. That's gonna be a good fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out the Hoover Dam with Guri, and then catch up on the LCS comic book crawl later on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
probably
gonna be-
won't be the day you go to the Hoover Dam. Trust me.
Probably not, but anyway,
We'll
see.
be a
We'll
long
see.
day.
Either way, it's going to be a fantastic experience. Everyone's going to have a great time, and it's just be great just meeting everybody.
Yeah, and if you guys, by the way, if by some chance we see one of you guys in Vegas and you hold one of our NFTs, that may come with something physical. So,
Oh,
just saying.
some goodies? I don't
Just
know.
Yeah.
saying. You might want to
And-
come to Vegas.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have this thing.
Oh,
And-
he's gonna go get a
I gotta
ticket now.
make sure.
He's
He's got something. He's got
Yeah.
something. And I was about to say out there as well, guys. If anyone does see us out there in the street or does recognize us from our content or whatever it is, please don't be afraid to come up and say hi. And just come and talk to us. We're all approachable, and we'd
Don't bite
love
too
to.
hard.
And would love to hear about your collecting experiences. And oh, look at that fancy looking thing.
Never that
Super
schmutz on
rare.
it, like, just never works. There we go.
Nah,
Beautiful hat. Beautiful
that's a
hat.
fine looking
I
hat,
know
sir.
people are waiting for their hats. The boxes, we looked at the tracking. They're almost here. We're gonna get them on Monday, and because like a lot of people have been waiting. We had issues with the first order where it got damaged, so we had to reorder the hats, and then de-ordered the boxes, and they sent us a fart fan.
Fan.
So,
Nah.
you know, one of the fans that go into the ceiling. They sent us a fart
Oh.
fan.
Hilarious.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened, but
Yes.
It's like, well, this is different.
hat
Yeah.
looks good on you, Chris. The hat that is the secret
the
rare,
white.
by the- or the legend.
I like the white.
Yeah, the legend. They look
Legend.
even better when it shows up in Vegas, eh?
Yeah.
No doubt.
See, I love that. Legend for a
Sorry.
legend. I like that.
Yeah, right there. He's even still got the tag on. Look at that.
This is gonna stay like this as long as I can keep it.
It's a collectible item, that's why.
This is a collectible.
We'll be able to spot Chris to be flapping in the wind.
That's right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Where
Yeah,
else?
we'll bring yours to Alex and well, yeah, if anyone else can wait, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of a long time to wait for their hats. We can bring it to Vegas or we can mail it to you. It's up to you guys. We'll try and get them out soon soon when the boxes come in.
Yeah, I'll be bringing some goodies from Hawaii for some of the fam, and I'm just really looking forward to having a meetup again. The last time we went to Decon, it was special, you know what I mean? And I was nervous when I first went. So for all of you all that are in Dee's Vegas chat, or if you guys are thinking about coming to Vegas for Decon, I don't know if Vivi's going there or not, but a lot of the community is going to be there. Don't be shy, don't be shame. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to making memories and having camaraderie with everybody. That's what it's all about. You know, we're social people. We like to interact with people, and I think we're just gonna have a good time. I know Arcade's gonna be throwing a big party. He's got a Decon party.
Ooh,
you know, we're gonna be meeting at Decon. We're gonna be doing little tiny trips to the comic book store and whatever else we can do to have fun. It's just gonna be a really good time. So.
And also we got the karaoke night as well at Ninja Karaoke with is it hosted by Break Stuff Steve? Like,
yeah, it's gonna be at Ninja Karaoke. So
Yeah,
one of his bars. So I'm guessing there's gonna be all sorts of fantastic vocals coming out of it that night as well. I will definitely be up there. I'm sure Hinano will be up there as well.
Oh yes, I'm there.
So yeah, it's gonna be good fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna make myself look like an ass, and I'm gonna have fun doing it. So
absolutely.
So will everyone else. So you'll be with just the right people.
So Dee, I want to try to change gears here a little bit. So Dee, you're back in the seat of things. You've been gone for a while. How have you been? And maybe kind of like tell the audience how have you been since you've kind of been out of the limelight for quite some time. You know, Dee gave birth to our son. It was a very long night for her, and so I want to give her props where it's due. Because I gotta admit that she's a very strong woman. From the things that I saw, you guys, very strong woman.
You do not want to know what I've seen.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. It wasn't The Exorcist or anything like that. But like the amount of strength it takes to bear a child is just, you know, it's a lot. And so you went through a lot, and you're here. You're back. I mean, I couldn't believe you're back this quick. And so kind of like explain to the people, how have you been?
I've been great. Getting all the sleep that I ever wished for. Yeah, so
media guys, media.
But yeah, I mean, it's been a journey. Yeah, I'm getting better in my healing process of what I went through, but overall it's been great to be at home and spend time with the little prince, and having Hinano here to help me these past, well, it's almost coming up to 2 weeks. We hear little pitter patters.
No, so I thought I heard something, but I think we're good.
Crash, boom.
Yeah.
Dad!
That's it. So someone's not crying. It should be okay.
But yeah, it's been great to have Hinano home for a little bit to help out. And then yeah, the kid doesn't have school next week, so she'll be helping me when Hinano gets back to work. And then I'll probably be doing some work related stuff remotely here. But yeah, just taking it one day at a time. But it's been good. I'm just glad that the baby is good and he's fine and just eating a shit ton, man. But he's good.
That's it. Just like his mom.
He gets pissed off if he doesn't get his food. I mean, I gotta tell you, he's vocal. He's gonna let you know, and as soon as he's done, he's gonna pass out. Like that kid will just eat and sleep and shit. That's it.
Know. It's the best part of life is like why can't it be that simple like all the time?
Eat, sleep, shit, repeat. Yeah,
That's it.
He's awesome though.
He is awesome. Our daughter, for the first time, caught the fire hose at her.
Oh yeah!
I know.
Oh my gosh!
Funny.
You got to learn the wipe shield that you have to put on.
Exactly.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
TP.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what that is? You got one of those?
Yeah, the PPTP.
Yeah.
It's
Like the old plastic drinking cup, and you just press
yeah.
fountain when you were changing diapers.
Oh, we don't have those. We just use a wipe and just put it on.
Yeah.
So
Right away, he'll start peeing on the wipe because, like, he's all crying and stuff like that, though. But they're not allowed to change him in here because the comic books are in here. So you're not allowed to comic books.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, you gave a really good
so
advice
funny.
that my parents didn't take. So you said don't ever change your kids on the bed.
On bed.
Wow.
Yeah. You did. Yeah.
Oh,
I did that once. Never again. Yeah, because unfortunately if your child has an accident, say then those sheets have to be changed as well. So.
yeah, especially if you don't have anything under the sheets to cover the mattress.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Even better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, top tip, ladies and gentlemen out there, if you're a newborn parent or just got your kid for the first time, so write that down. Never change your child on your bed sheets.
Yes.
Yeah, it was funny because I was trying to burp him the other day, and I walked into Hinano's office where he is working on some stuff, and then the baby was like, "Rrr," and he's like, "Not the comic books." I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
About ready to throw himself
Right
in front of
Everything
the long
else
boxes,
but the
right? I'm like,
comic
what are you doing? You know?
Like, turn him the other way.
Yeah.
Get away from the comics.
That's
I
it.
know.
So
It's
no.
If it's not our baby, it's our cat. For some reason, my cat loves to sleep like next to slabs.
Oh yeah.
Like sometimes I'll put a slab like on the side and just just to display it. The cat will like literally like lean her fat ass on the comics and it'll fall on her, and she just has to have it on her. I don't understand it. So. Oh, I hear it.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that the little fella just said?
He's getting vocal, yeah. So. Tell him that he's
Hey,
still here.
Viceman.
So, what's up, Viceman? Good to see you,
Oh,
man.
hello,
That's it.
Good to have
So
you.
then we've
Again-
been at 2 hours. I think we're gonna have to start wrapping this up.
I think we
soon.
might have to because I think our kids are gonna have other plans.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying
We
to
were
get
Yeah,
able
my
to
thank you
like.
guys for
thing
coming
on.
on.
It's like, no.
Who was that? Was that Chris?
My daughter trying to get. She just came home. She was out watching a hockey game with her friends. Like, come on in here,
Nice.
say hi to everybody.
It's just like,
That's
no.
not here, Dad. I said hi to them in Hawaii. Shh.
No way.
Tell her to go stick one of your old hockey masks on or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, she's an NFT holder. I got her the America Chavez. Right? She's got one.
Oh, nice. There you go.
It was a Christmas
Yeah, just
gift.
come with the phone. Hi, guys.
She's like,
Yeah, so
right? I said, wait.
Yeah. Well, you guys have been to Hawaii. The best high is just bust the shaka and walk away. So.
yeah.
Yeah, I tell everyone this: if you ever want to get past the gate here in Hawaii, just do this, and don't roll your window down. Just do this and drive gradually slow, and just keep doing this. They're gonna open the gate. They're gonna open the gate.
Everybody, like
There you
everywhere I
go.
went, because we were trying to cut into traffic and all that. People just
Yeah.
slow down. And like, really? You're just gonna let me in? Like, yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Right?
Yeah.
Here in the
But-
city, there's another sign we use, and it's only got one finger. And it's
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
We use that once in a while.
Well, we get those here too, but
Yeah.
most times it's the shaka.
it was that was the worst part about coming home was the first day I had to drive, and it was just
No.
it was,
I know.
It's not the island, right? You're like, I'm
For
not
me-
there anymore.
For me, it was a bit of a shock as well. I know because being here in England, road manners is a very big thing. No, you go, that thing. Going back to Australia, we ain't got any of that. It's basically like every man himself. When it comes to like driving around like main roads
You
and stuff
bloody
like that.
bastard! Get out of the
I
way.
know. So
Yeah.
here I am just waiting, for someone to let me into to oncoming traffic. It's not going to happen. Just like okay, I'm gonna go.
You gotta time it right.
That's it.
You don't get- oh, yeah, he's getting vocal.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we
All
might.
right, so we're gonna start doing our giveaways, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so let me get a screen here,
Oh,
and
Let's-
got my weakness.
That's it. Let's do it. Do the giveaway.
We're not entering, right? We
What's
do
that?
We do not enter on the panel.
well, so this one, I try to. So we have our Twitter chat, and we also have the Discord. This has been available for a week for all of our NFT holders. I don't know if you entered or not, Chris.
Oops.
And some people
No,
missed.
I don't think I did either.
Some
Sorry.
people missed the mark by a few days, and some people
Yeah.
actually got in time. Art Heart, I see you. You missed it by 1 day. She joined our
So, oh,
our
no.
channel the day after I closed the giveaway, but that's okay. We do these monthly, you guys. Atem was a big winner, and he won last month. So for this month, we're be giving away this 9.8 Kneel Before Zod slab, along with the very
Nice.
first comic with audio sound. This is FA
Ooh,
sound
yeah,
in
yeah,
physical
cool.
form. So the first place winner is gonna get both of these physical comics. Second place is gonna get McFarlane Toys digital set right here with the Batman Beyond, and also the Joker or the bank robber mask. And then third place is gonna get this Crypt Toys set right here with Leia and Luke. And then for the people that are entering the chat, you're going to have a chance to win a Darth Vader and also a Mando right here from Crypt Toys.
Very cool.
And then we also have our leaderboard. There's 5 of you that are on the leaderboard. D, who is on the leaderboard?
So we have got Atem, Raven, Video Shane, DDS, and Bones.
Nice.
You guys are going to enter to win this Batman McFarlane Toys digital set right here. And this is for our leaderboard winners right there. As always, 5 people that we also like to, these are like our big holders right here of our NFTs or NFTs that we also provide utility for. So those are our giveaways tonight. This is for our Discord comic book club right here, along with the 5 leaderboard winners. And then tonight, you guys, in the chats, we're going to go right here. First place winner, second place winner, and then third for the chat, we're going to give away this legend fire goddess right here. And so there are only 6 of these that I made. These come with a free airdrop. And so this is the last one, and this is the last mint. And yes, the panel can enter this if you type in hashtag Aloha Friday.
That's it.
And then Chris and Oz, we're going to send you guys something special in your wallets later on tonight. So just check them later. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Of course. Of course.
Hey, you're
So
getting
D,
good at this. Look at that. Look at the fire coming out.
I know, it's amazing.
And the talent. Great.
wait till you see the airdrop for this. It's beautiful. So, and I think this is the way that we're going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to get away from IP renditions and do more of our stuff. This is what we call island digital art. So we will always have like a classic, and then we're going to have basically a legend with free airdrops for whoever wins the legend. So
nice.
so I got the wheel right here. We're going to spin
Let's
right
do
here.
it.
So guys, we're going to be doing
Hey, is that guy?
that was you. By the way,
I know that guy.
thank Oz for being on the community center stage right here. I like
again-
to cut people's heads off and put it on a plate. So,
and thank you so much for the again for the community shout out as well. I really much appreciate it. I mean, that guy looks a hell of a lot more handsome than I do, but I'll take it.
Stop it.
that's your metaverse guy, right?
That's
but yeah,
it. That's it.
these are the comics right here, you guys. So first place winner is going to win this comic set right here. Second place is going to win the McFarlane Toys Digital, and third is going to win these Crypt Toys. Let's see who's going to win right now, you guys.
That's it. Run it.
Run it
Let's
right
do
now,
it.
D. Let's go.
We have 222 entries.
Wow, that is a lot of entries.
I'm gonna shuffle it. Let me just go. You guys can see this, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So this is the list of everyone that's entered. I'm gonna shuffle it
Good luck, you guys.
a few times. Okay.
All right,
Ready,
let's do it.
set, do it.
Do it.
First place.
Spin the wheel. Do it now.
Who's it
Let's
going to be?
see.
Who's
Who's
going to
it
walk
gonna be?
home?
Who's that lucky man?
Comics.
Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? It is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Raven!
Raven! Nice.
Congratulations, Raven.
Awesome, Raven.
Yeah,
Love
good
it.
job, Raven. Congratulations.
Yep, Raven, you have won the comic, the very first audio comic, and this slab of Neil before
Sweet.
Zod. I don't know if Raven's still awake, but if not, she's going to be very happy when she gets
That's it.
up.
Someone wake her up.
Yeah.
You won. You won.
That's awesome. Congrats, Raven.
Congratulations, Raven. But we're going to go for the second place. Who is going to win the McFarlane Toys digital set? D, let's find out. Spin that wheel.
Oh, wait. I gotta.
Oh, you got to. But
Oh, no.
I want to.
Reset. There we
Yeah.
go.
there you go.
Okay. I gotta make it match. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Second place. Let's go.
Oh, I hear him.
Let's see.
Oh, we
Good
hear
luck,
him.
good luck.
He's hungry. Wants his food.
He's hungry. I hope they didn't run out of a bottle.
And the winner is
Ray
Ray
Ray.
Go.
Wow.
Congratulations, Ray Ray.
Very
We have
nice.
your-
Yeah, good
Congrats.
job, Ray Ray.
Send it to you later on tonight. Good job. You have won the McFarlane Toys digital set right here, and we have one more for the UCBC
One more.
monthly giveaways. You guys, this is the last one for the monthly giveaways. We do this every month, so if you want to be a participant in this, you have to join our membership to our channel. We drop you a badge, and you can enter to win.
All right. You guys
That's it.
ready?
Let's
The
do
third place. Boom. Good luck. So we got 2 ladies
Who's it gonna be?
far. Who is that?
It is Bones
Let's
B.
go, Bones.
Bones
Nice one.
B.
And Bones,
Very
like this is fitting
nice.
because Bones is literally like the biggest Cryptoys supporter out there. So I'm so happy that he won this set. Congratulations to you, brother. We will
That's it.
send you this later on tonight, you guys. But one more time, we have the leaderboard winners right here. We're going to figure out who is going to win tonight on the leaderboard. D, pull up that wheel right now.
Okay, so for that,
We were going to try to do a. Oh yeah, we're doing the duck
Ooh,
race.
wow.
I forgot about that. So
There's a duck race?
there's a duck race.
Yeah,
for
we're
this.
gonna
That's it.
attempt this. This is our first
Ooh,
one.
it's like, what sorcery is this?
It's a
So these are the 5 people that were on the top. So Atem, Raven, Video Shane, DDS, and Bones B. And then I'm gonna put it for 30 seconds.
do it.
And then let's
I just-
see.
I haven't seen this before. I'm intrigued.
Oh, here we go, you guys.
Okay, and
We're
then
popping cherries tonight. We're popping
you
cherries.
guys can see this, right?
We
Yeah.
can see it.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Start.
Also
Yeah.
loving the ad there for the superhero serum there on the bottom right. A
Drink
speedy
it.
frizz fun. You get some funny ads sometimes. Some pop up from time to time.
Why did it start? It worked earlier. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties,
Start.
guys. That's what happens here when we're live.
Click and accept.
later.
Yeah, yeah.
It worked before when I was testing it. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
Do stuff.
I just entered it in Discord and
I got it all in.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it there. I got it there. Okay. And then
Yeah, we also
I
have
press
other
start.
giveaways that are live for the Discord as well. Where's the ducks?
Start it, I tell you.
So, there,
Well, I don't know what happened,
That's it.
guys.
I'm
Pairing the
fidgetal.
physical with the digital.
I'm fidgetal.
I love it. I love it.
That's what
I
it's all
just
about.
entered it to Discord. I used the hat number.
There you go.
Ah, excellent.
I got to get over to that more often. I just not in there.
So I try to like help you guys out because we have our private chat in Twitter. So I'll always send the links in there for you guys as well.
Thank you,
Start
sir.
button.
Well,
you
guys.
can you reset it quick?
Okay, let me see. Let me refresh.
Try it out.
Okay, so put the names.
So
This-
while she's never mind, the names are no.
No?
So while she's putting the names, what's your guys' plans this weekend? What you guys are doing? Chris, we'll start with you.
I don't know. I think we're doing the neighbor barbecue we're gonna do tonight is tomorrow, but nothing much else. I gotta go buy a turkey because we're having all the
yeah.
family here for Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving is on the 14th of October.
Oh, so soon then, 10 days.
Yeah, it's great, and then I get to take the day off when they have U.S. Thanksgiving at the office too.
Oh, nice.
We take all their vacation days.
You eat
too.
burgers that night, right?
That's right.
America.
Turkey burgers.
That's it.
Turkey burgers
Yeah.
with some poutine, right?
Let's try this.
So that's tomorrow, and then that's pretty much it. This nice, relaxing weekend. I gotta try and pump another blog out. I gotta keep up with Double Quill.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great too.
Yeah, she's
Well,
awesome.
That last
I
one
don't
she
know
did was
what's happening.
quite entertaining, like with the stuffing.
The stuffing.
Yeah, stuff in there. I love the reference she did. You know, like you got those green hearts on the couple on Tuesday, and then you got like the blue hearts on Friday. You know, the Kona hearts.
yeah.
I just love it because she's subtle with them, right? Like you kind
So
of have
imaginative,
to read the lines and, yeah.
Yeah, she's another one I'm looking forward to meeting when we get to Vegas.
Me too. I have something for her. She doesn't like giveaways, but I've saved this comic book. Okay, I just said I saved the comic book for her, and I really want her to have this one. So yeah, Double Quill, if you're watching this, there's something coming to you, whether you like it or not.
That's it. It's not a giveaway. It's a give to you.
Yes.
Yeah, you're taking
Yes.
it no matter what.
That's
Yeah, I
it.
don't know what's happening, guys. We
Can we
might
make a
have to
wheel
just
then?
use a regular wheel.
Let's just
Yeah.
do a wheel real quick. That's okay.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. I had the wheel just in case.
Hey,
Ooh,
look at Dee. She's so
smart.
fast. All right. Spin that wheel for
That's it.
Okay.
these assets right here for the leaderboard for the UCBC. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Good luck, top 5.
Good luck.
Who will it be?
Let's
Who will be
see.
the
Let's
winner?
see. Let's see.
I think it's looking like a Tim. It's going to be a
It looks
Tim.
like our whale.
It's a
Let's
Tim.
go.
A Tim.
Congratulations, Tim.
10 wins. Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations,
Woo.
brother.
Yeah.
And that is all the giveaways for the UCBC. But we are not done with that, you guys, because we also have the bounty hunter himself, the Mandalorian, right now for the chat.
That's it.
Hashtag Aloha Friday. Did you guys enter? Please enter right now. Hashtag
Done
Aloha
it.
Friday. The banner's gone. It's going to
That's it.
happen right here.
This
But this
is
is how
the
it's going
way.
to go. This is going to be the first place, the second place, and the third place, which is the Fire Goddess. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go right down in line, you guys.
That's
So
it. Do it.
Good luck,
I
everybody.
need to share my other screen, guys, because, you
Oh,
know,
whoops.
as Aaron used to say, YouTubery.
YouTubery.
And I got to say, guys, who misses my collectibles? Because I miss my collectibles being, yeah, exactly. We need to have a return to the old style. Just, you know what I mean? Just turn off the, or on your day off, live stream for us, please.
That's it. Yeah. Put Vivi in the background for just a little while and jump back
Yeah,
and give
nothing
us
too crazy.
some
Come
of that
on.
old school MC flavor.
Yeah, we need to, like, I'm scrolling up and down on the chats. You
Yeah.
know, we need something like that. Anyways, here we go, guys. Good luck.
Totally nice.
First place
All right.
winner. We got
Good luck,
20
everybody.
entries for this. Let's see who's going to win the Mandalorian
Mando.
The
Cryptoid.
Mandalorian. This is the way. Who's gonna get that best car? It's Richard.
Ricardo!
And shout out to Richard. He was on the post show today with Dr. Punchman and Poof as their
Yes.
guests. And that was a lot of fun. Big congrats, Richard. We'll send this to your wallet address. But let's go. Second place for the Darth Vader. Let's see who's going to be.
For Darth Vader.
It
is Wampus.
Wombat. That's what.
Let's go.
Nice.
Womp Mammoth.
Congrats.
The force is strong with this one.
Now, guys, these are open cryptoids now. These are not cryptoids in the blister pack. They're already out. But big congratulations to you. And then the last winner of the night for the Fire Goddess, the Madame Pele, which will
Ooh.
come with a free airdrop from Neon Paradise Project.
Who
See what's
will
gonna
it be? It is.
Dr.
Doctor! Oh, lucky
Big congrats,
brother.
Doctor. And
Awesome.
that is the
Excellent.
last mint, Doctor. You have the last
Oh,
mint
snap.
right there.
No
So
way. So,
Last mint magic.
that's it, guys. And that is
Nice
all
one.
the giveaways for tonight. Thank you guys all for participating. Thank you for our comic book club and our Discord. We love you guys in there. It's an active Discord. Y'all got to get in there and have a good time with us. And guys, that is the show tonight. It's good to be back. It's good to have D back in the seat. Closing words from Chris, then Oz, and then D, and then we're out of here. Go, Chris.
Closing words. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having. Thank you for attending, joining, listening, sharing, caring.
that's it.
Caring is caring.
Very is caring.
Yeah, I had a blast. Really, really great. Thanks to everyone for having.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Always appreciate our friendship, man.
It's and yeah. So thank you. That's it. Thank you very much. No, just again,
Coffee's wearing off us.
That's right. Big thank you to Hinano and D for inviting me onto the channel as always. It's been fun. Just getting back together with you guys. I mean, like I said before, I don't know when the last time we actually got together face to face and actually spoke. Like I said, I can't remember the last time I've actually been on camera because the majority of the stuff that I do is all by voice. So yeah, it's been good just to chill in the space, relax, chill, and just have a great time as always. Parting words. Again, collect what you love, collect and connect with others. If you do have a chance to meet up with others in real life, do it because it's an awesome experience. And again, just be sensible with your investments, as I always say, not financial advice. Be sensible out there. Enjoy the rest of your week, your weekend. And also big shout out to all the other content creators out there as well. Keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, just keep trying new things. Just try and be encouraging, and all that good stuff in between. And yeah, again, thank you very much, guys. And again, a big thank you for the community shout out as well. Much appreciated.
Well deserved.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chris and Alex, for coming on. Hope you guys have a good weekend, as well as everybody else that's tuned in today to hang out with us and just be hanging out in the chats and conversating with each other. Congrats to all the winners. We'll be sending out the NFTs and the physicals soon. And yeah, everyone just have a good night, a good day, and enjoy the weekend with your family and loved ones or with yourself. Yeah, and be kind to one another.
That's it.
Love it. Guys, this has been awesome. It's so good to be back here in the saddle with all of you. Big shout out to the 189 of you watching us right now. We appreciate everyone for tuning in every single time. We're going to try to be consistent with this. We have a new child, so we really appreciate everyone for being patient with us. You know, we have our syndicated nights. Sometimes you may say a syndicated episode, but we are going to try to give you the best content with more guests coming in the future. Dee has a bunch of people lined up, but we just have to traverse through this new transition that we're going through. But it's been really fun hanging out with all of you guys tonight. Slurred my words. But guys, this has been fun. Until the next time, take care and aloha.
Aloha.
Aloha.